when we left off. The Wavy Navy, finally reaching the forbidden island of Grim, made their way through the foggy mist that surround the island and straight into the tower of Auril the Frost Maiden. After encountering a very angry guarding frost giant at the cavern's entrance, you guys made your way past the meeting hall and up the icy frozen steps into a chamber where you found a sea elven woman awaiting you. As we take you there now, pushing herself up from the frozen throne as she turns to you. As her crag-like cat, the saber-toothed tiger Tigrasfell, turns its attention towards the party, Rory and Larry. As you guys come bounding up the steps, I need you both to make me a dexterity saving throw. Alright. As you guys get to the top of the steps, Rory, you slip and fall right when the sea elven woman turns her steely gaze towards you all. So, you have come to die, or offer yourselves to the Frost Maiden. Which will it be?
You see no Rory here. Rory's invisible.
DM, is this correct? I'm already up there, correct?
That's right. All of you were up there. Rory and Larry were just the last two to get inside the room.
Gotcha.
May we see the map again?
Of course.
Just for a visual RP. I forgot to say please.
As she stands there before you now, it ignites her frosted staff. You guys watch as the cyan light fills the rod in her hand and exhumes the space, illuminating it for all of you. Everybody, roll me initiative.
Down to business.
That's new. It asked if I wanted to whisper my roll.
Nah, no whisper needed. Rez, what is your dexterity score?
1.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, so Aurel,
My
definitely
mod or my
one.
score?
Just your score.
13.
13? Okay, good to know. Alright. Wow. Not good initiative for the enemy. Larry, as you make your way up the steps watching Rory fall beside you, you see this woman, very indicative of the same aesthetics that adorn your friend Erlon, and she speaks with a very similar voice. What would you like to do?
Oh, really? Nobody could roll higher than that, huh? Okay.
We try.
I mean, you rolled a 22. What?
I know, that's what I'm saying. No one could, okay. So...
Roll lower.
I don't want to be the first one to hit possibly Erlon's mommy. So I'm just going to call for, let's see, my Steel Defender? Yeah, there we go.
As Erwin quickly makes his way up the steps, impacting a small radius of snow drifting around himself. Where would you like him to be? Oh, there he is. Okay, perfect.
Next to me, actually. Okay, and then I'm going to hold my hammer and wait for her to attack somebody.
Okay, so using your bonus action to summon Erwin, you're going to hold your action.
Yes.
All right.
and I'm gonna toss it off to Erlon. Erlon, you got anything you want to say?
Ah, Mother, I've longed for the day that I could see you. But death is not coming for us today. It's coming for you. And I will cast Guiding Bolt.
Oh, kicking shit off! Holy shit!
As that strikes, and a massive guiding bolt of radiant energy strikes your mom in the shoulder, blasting her hair back, it soots and immediately cauterizes on her shoulder. As she looks up, "Traitor, in the midst. I know that my spies were not lying, but now that I see you here, my beloved, I regret nothing." And as she looks up at you and you to her, what else do you want to do on your turn?
I'm gonna go ahead and hop into my Chalice form, wild shape into Chalice, and then I'm going to assume position over here right next to Captain Davies and Rez.
Alright, 20 damage in your first turn, not bad at all. Is that it?
That'll be it.
Alistair, what would you like to do?
First I'm gonna move. Not because I don't like my company next to me. I'm just trying to get ahead of the game.
Wow.
I mean, we gotta spread out, you know?
Yeah.
It's the only reason. I'm gonna move down about here.
Alright.
Getting in close and comfy. Actually, one more. And then I am going to, of course, use my Dragon's Breath gun to shoot firebolts.
Alright. As a shatter firebolt flies from the arquebus you modified, go ahead and roll for damage. Striking Bjornhild Solvig's daughter in the back and tossing her the opposite direction of your guiding bolt. You watch Alistair as the fire burns the hide on her back. What else do you want to do?
That also adds 1d8, I'm pretty sure, because it's my arcane firearm. Yeah, adds 1d8 to the damage roll.
Okay, roll that as well.
Forgot the space.
Boom,
So
an
an
extra
additional
7
7
damage onto the attack.
Whoa.
And
Does
then I'm going to do a charming little flamethrower. DC 16 dexterity, 15 feet, 9 points of fire damage.
I'm sorry, Mother. You're looking like you need a senior home, though.
As the fire blasts her, she looks up around all of you. It is not too late to rescind your terrible decision. And as your turn concludes, Alistair, it will now be
Hell.
Glenn's turn. Alright, since Glenn is face to face with that saber cat now and able to get away, he is just going to start wailing into Tigrasville. Alright. With 2 slashes of the rapier.
Yo, come on, you guys gotta wake up.
As you guys watch the pointed sword ignite in a burst of flames, it sinks into the saber-toothed cat as it howls with a massive pain. And with that, or alas, it will be your turn. What do you want to do?
Did we have a knee rest before we got the giant fight? I believe we did, correct?
Before?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys entered Skylar Grim on a long rest, but after the giant fight, you did not get any rest.
Gotcha. Okay, because my sheet was still not
We skipped the short rest option.
That's right.
Yeah. That's fine. Okay, all is good. Orlas will start waving his hands in the air, and he will blade song, and then I will try to distract the angry sorceress, woman, with a mirror image cast. So there's gonna be 4 of me. Blade
Alright.
song, and then I will hold on. I got 40. I'll get there on the corner here. Okay. And as my bonus action, do we have access to defeats yet from the leveling up?
Yes, you do.
I'm going to. I'm gonna try to push back the beast against the wall. So DC 15. Hold on, I'm gonna link it. First time usage. DC 15 on the beast, so I can try to push it using my bonus action. I'm gonna shove the creature back. So it's a 5 feet, I guess, or 1 notch. 15 strength.
Alright, as Glenn holds his shield up, anticipating a strike from the beast's massive claw, you suddenly shift its weight, and as its claws come down, it hits Glenn's shield. As he makes like a conciliatory gesture of thanks, the beast will be moved 5 feet.
And that's all I can do for now. Blade singing for me. I'm ready, baby.
Alright. Since your turn is over, Rez, it is now your turn.
Okay. Yes, this is okay. I am going to run about. I'm going to get to right here. And who all looks like they could use some healing?
Pretty much everybody is not at full health. However, you surmise that the person who could do the most with a good heal is actually Glenn.
Okay, so everyone but Captain Alistair is going to get the healing from my mass healing word.
Alright, I think this is the first time you've used it. Would you like to describe the cast?
Well, actually, the first time I used it was right after the ship exploded.
That's right.
But essentially what happens is, it's nothing too special. It's not that big of a spell. It's just I kind of do a nice little tweedly-deet on my
Dulcimer.
pan flute, and everyone just gets a bit of healing. So let me roll that real quick.
Alright, with a very familiar sound of the hammered dulcimer's tone, all of you benefit from this healing sensation that forms your bowels. However, Rory, you will still be starting prone. Alright.
Oh, hell yeah. Everyone gets 12 but Alistair.
Alright.
And then, to end my turn, I'm going to swing out my dulcimer and ting-tang a few strings, and then, like, kind of how it would sound on a piano if you were to just, like, slide your hand all down the keys. I string across my dulcimer, and my hammers get brighter and brighter until I fling it out at the tips, sending out this burst of vibrant yellow energy with like a core of purple in the middle, hopefully striking her and erupting into these bright yellow flames with like purple core, where it would be blue on a normal flame, it's like purple.
Right.
And I cast Sacred Flame at her.
Amazing. Go ahead. Or does she need to make a saving throw first?
It's a saving throw.
All right. Go ahead and cast the spell anyways and roll the damage just in case. What type of saving throw is it? Dexterity.
It's a 16 deck.
All right.
Ignore the healing part on that. My character sheet is kind of wonky, but the radiant damage is right.
As she attempts to dodge dexterously out of the way, she's just not sure of foot enough, and you strike her with the full brunt of the damage. As she kneels back a little bit, taking a step and holding her position, she looks around with this animalistic urge in her eyes. Does that end your turn, Rez?
It does indeed.
Alright, Rory, it is now your turn. Rory, your spiritual weapon is activated from last session. However, as you bring yourself up to your toes, you know you only have about 15 feet of movement on this turn.
So I'm able to see this creature, right?
You are, but they don't seem to be currently interested in you.
Huh. Mm, 50 feet. Am I damaged or being cast some like passive abilities or anything?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want on your turn. You just slipped on the ice coming up.
No. Oh, I just slid. Okay. I thought I'm being cast or something.
Nope.
So. We're fighting these two, right?
That's
So
right.
far. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt on the saber-toothed tiger.
Alright, go
How much
ahead.
radiant damage?
Where's my spell sheet? Where's my spell sheet?
Yeah, she does not like this radiant damage, and she is soaking up a lot of it at the moment. Alright, as you whoop, and the radiant energy of yellow light extends from your shield face, you narrowly hit. As you deal the full brunt of damage, hitting her other pauldron this time, you guys see two searing black holes on the front of her torso. What else would you like to do?
I would like to set up my spiritual weapon a little bit closer. And end my turn.
Alright. As you guys see, this
You
sea
can,
elven
attack with it
druid
when you move
taking
it.
a lot of damage. Did you say that was your turn, Roy?
Yeah, that was my turn.
Alright.
I'm just gonna move it closer and do something else with it.
Good to know. Up next, as the saber-toothed tiger's turn is up, is going to leer out, keeping distance with Glenn. Is going to swing around, doing a strike at him and you, Erland.
Does Rory get an opportunity attack?
Yes, Rory's spiritual weapon would get an opportunity attack.
Alright. Where's my spell? Spiritual.
I'm not sure. Actually,
Alright.
those things don't get those attacks.
I think it has.
From,
I'm pretty sure it has a reaction. Let me look that up real quick.
I don't think they do. Because it's not a creature, it's
Good to know. Thank you for that. My
I think
favorite
so,
rules.
yeah, I
He was
remember
right. So it does not take the damage, but as it swings around, getting that new strategic posture, Erland, it brings a claw down, and you dexterously move out of the way as it misses you with a 9. However, the first claw strikes Glenn in the back and rakes through as it scores a natural 20. As Glenn takes the damage and grits his face, making sure a scream does not escape, we're going to go to Bjornhild's turn. At the start of her turn, she is going to turn to the three of you, Rez, Alistair, and Aurelas, and and she is going to emit a cone of cold as she steps her staff in your direction. I need all three of you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
This would trigger my held action too, correct?
If you were waiting for her to attack, it certainly would.
Okay.
I'm gonna be using my reaction to absorb element.
I will also be doing absorb element.
All right.
I will not.
And my con is at disadvantage. Am I still exhausted? Yes, I am,
Yes,
because
you are.
it was on the way here. So disadvantage on that. 13.
All right. Auril, you take 29 points of cold damage. Alistair,
14.
you take 29, reduced to 18, because of course you have resistance. Actually, 14. My bad. Reduced to 14. And Rez, since you survived the save, you also take 14 points of cold damage.
And I did absorb elements, by the way.
Alright, so would that reduce the damage by 1?
Half.
Half? Okay.
Half
Wait,
what?
are you sure?
If you make the save, I think you then half it. Is it possible?
Let me look that up real quick.
Not even sure.
Alright.
I'll get a beer.
I did not make the save, so...
No, you just have resistance to the damage type, and he already had resistance, so that would not stack. So instead, Alistair,
Oh,
you
I'm
take
sweating.
13 points, Alistair.
I'm sweating.
All
This
right.
is crazy.
I'll take that. That's fine with me.
Thank you for playing the game. I appreciate that.
I also threw my hammer. I don't know if you saw that, but
I did indeed. Alright. So, Larry, as this happens, simultaneously your held action is triggered, and you bonk your hammer directly into her head. As it strikes, she brings her hands up, ceasing the concentration, and you deal... Ooh. Wait a minute, are you doing Arcane Weapon as well?
I didn't do
Okay,
that yet.
okay, just 8 points of bludgeoning in that case. As her turn is over now, we will go back to Larry's turn.
With another one.
Okay. So I'm going to. I'm gonna hit her again with my hammer.
Alright, as you guys watch the hammer return, Larry brings it back and throws it again. This time critting on the hit. Whew. Alright, so remember, that's not 14 points, that's actually 14
24!
plus 8, 22, and the second one hitting Larry as you bring back the hammer for a third time in a row, striking Bjornhild on the skull. How do you want to do this?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I assume that she's just like a bloodied mess, and part of her head's just kind of like slightly
Larry.
caved in.
Yes.
There we go.
As the hammer caves in her skull, obliterating, and blood mist flies over Davies and Aurelas, you watch her body slump to the ground destroyed, and the saber-toothed tiger emits a mighty howl. Ooh! Is that in your turn, Larry?
I'm actually gonna have Erwin make an attack on the tiger as well.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay.
Alright, 22 hits, roll for damage. As it slices its cylindrical wing straight through the abdomen of the creature, it snaps back its attention to all three of you, bleeding from the chest. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
Alright, Erland, as the saber-toothed tiger is fighting amongst you guys for position, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast another guiding bolt on the saber-toothed tiger.
Erland, as you bring your hand up and a blue ray of radiant energy fires out, how do you want to do this?
I would like to just be. Hang on, let me see. Yeah, so I would like to just kind of start walking towards in my mom's direction and blast the tiger out of the way, almost. And then I'm going to walk up to my mom, get down on my knee and say, now it is me sacrificing you to beat the Frost Maiden.
As you see
And I'm
her
gonna
body
stand up and walk
jittering,
off.
as you see her body jittering with nerves, relaxing as her brain has been destroyed, you watch as her fingers slowly unfurl and relax as she releases the icy staff.
And I'm going to pick that up. And that's mine, baby.
Alright, I will add it to your character sheet as you have found the Staff of Frost.
I'll
Hey,
go ahead. I'll go ahead and search the rest of her.
Should we take a rest for a moment?
Did you not see the guys in the next room? I don't think there's a lot of time.
You can make but I'm not hurting. Is anybody else hurting?
I can cure wounds or last right here real fast.
Very
Glenn,
frozen.
how are you doing?
It's cold. Very cold. I feel this was very easy. I feel this was too easy. Don't you guys think so?
Well, we got some huge hits right off the bat that really helped us.
You're just saying
And
that
with
'cause
that,
I
I'm
finally
also
did
going to
something.
use the rest.
Good job, Larry.
I'm going to use my chalice because I'm still in chalice form, and give that to Alistair.
Alright.
You're very kind, thank you.
You're welcome.
With that, as you guys sit around in this cold, empty space, listening to only the sounds of your faint breathing as it apparates in front of you, I need everybody to roll me a perception check.
I have 4 because of exhaustion.
I was distracted by my mom.
Larry, although you're not quite within view, as the other players are tending to their wounds and the loot that they respectively discover, you see a blue, lingering light appearing from just around the corner of this wall.
Does Erlos see that as well?
He does not.
Now roll 4.
Hey guys. I think there's something over there.
Larry, what are you looking at?
Erlon's going to look over in that direction.
Erland,
Over there.
as you and Rez look up, Rez, all you see are the gnarled piercers as they work their way into the frozen corpses, extracting their bodily fluids. But Erland, you do see what Larry is referring to. At the end of that opalescent hall, you see a blue orb flickering in light above a green pedestal.
I am going to make my way towards the door and stop about right here just to see, get my bearings a little bit.
As you
I'll
do,
accompany Erlon.
Alistair and Erland, as you peer forward, the piercers still working their way in these icy corpses pay you no mind. But in the orb, you see that light begin to increase and depthen as its radius grows as you draw near.
I'm walking in even further.
I'm just walking right along with him.
Following behind them.
And as soon as I get here, what do I need to roll to take a real good look at this thing?
Nothing.
Okay.
As you, Alistair, and anyone who else wishes draws within 5 feet, you can see inside this globe is almost a world, a realm all to itself. As you guys are looking at this dark, icy space sweeping over a tundra, it finally rests on a nearby cliff face, where you guys see a very familiar visage. A white owl, donned in dawny wolf's fur, ram horns decorating the side, and a droopy blue cloak. As this cold crone stares its gaze now, looking back up at you, The orb suddenly disappears as darkness assumes the room.
Guys, what's happening?
I think
Could
she's
I-
here.
Could I light a bonfire as this happens? Maybe on the stairway here?
Of
I
course,
can't see. Guys, I'm blind.
as the bonfire suddenly appears and begins glowing, emanating light, you all hear a voice. You can hear me. At least you think you can. Impetuous mortals meddling in affairs that you could not possibly consider. You have only the most meager means of communication. Hearing voices on the air. Let me show you what a god is capable of. And then silence.
Did you all
I
hear that
imagine-
too?
I imagine we all just heard her. I just want to know, what does it feel like to have one of your sacrifices not only not worship you, but be one of the few that you will die at the feet of?
With that, the fire that Erlant has cast, Aralas, disappears. And you guys hear this piercing pace that tiptoes down the stairs above you. Walking around the corner, you guys see Auril, the Frostmaid.
Oh, bitch. Let's go.
As she walks with her hands paced behind her back, her posture slooping in front of you. What was that? I could not hear you.
He said you'll die at our feet.
Perhaps
Is it
Rest.
is it still my initiative?
that is right. However, the rest of you feel free to talk and act as you will.
Well, I know you heard me because you are in our heads, so you hear everything. But I really hope that this doesn't catch you off guard.
As you strike out, she catches the blast in her palm as it burns a hole directly inside. As she looks at the lingering smoke, she closes her fingers. So, you're the newest group to be rescinded to my collection? Tell me, would you prefer to be pierced by the crawlers or kept in the private reserve?
This face is too beautiful to be kept with the pierces.
I think I already have a bard. And with that, she disappears. Orlas, what is Orly doing?
Checking the stairway in the back. Still hovering over the stairway.
Alright. In front of him, Auril appears on the dining table. As she looks about, you watch as she casts her hand over, and ice begins to fill the room. Markham Southwell, Trovis, and Lashana brace for impact, and I need Orly to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Where is all
Do
this
I-
happening?
Downstairs.
Staircase. Do I can see it also, or hear something?
Rory, you in fact can. As you look down, a blast of blizzardy snow fills the room. Orly is eviscerated by icicles, and you hear Markham Southwell as him and Trovis are assumed by this white cloud.
This bitch wants to get it.
Guys, Rory hears something.
They touched
I
our
would-
friends!
So I'm guessing Orly being hit by 1 damage. This is destroyed. He disappears to the Fey Realm.
Oh, it did a lot more than 1 damage.
Guys, she's downstairs. She teleported.
Let's go. Let's go.
Southwell!
As you guys rush forward now, I'll let you guys give me a marching
I cast
order.
Dimension Door to be down there.
All right, where would you like to be? Actually, I'll
I
just
take
take
Larry
it
with me.
down. Okay, as Rez and Larry disappear through a black rectangle, the rest of you run down. I'll put Erwin down there as well. Oop.
So, I'm curious. The orb in front of me and Alistair, did it disappear completely or did it just de-illuminate?
It just de-illuminated.
Is
Should
it
we check?
is
Can I
it a
grab that?
physical orb?
Yeah. can I
It
take
is, but as you guys inspect it further, it looks like it's actually implanted within that pedestal.
Should we
That's
check
not-
upstairs first
not
before
gonna
going
stop
to
me.
battle? Is it worth checking upstairs first? Or should we just go in?
Rory says go down. Let's take her back first.
Alright, Rory, I'm going to put you on the staircase as well.
I am
that? I
here.
just felt like us splitting up.
I'm here to kill the Frost Maiden, so I'm gonna go down as well.
Glenn is going to head down.
I'll be in the back, because I'm hurt a bit.
I'll head down as well.
Okay. It's going
Do
to
I
be
get to
Rory.
bring my spiritual weapon with me?
Yep. I'm going to drag it down as well.
Thank you.
Did you say you give us access to the new spells we just leveled up with?
That is correct. You get your spells as soon as you level.
I think I'm going to then cast Fire Shield on myself, giving me resistance to cold.
Alright. Erland. Oh, don't cheat. Erland and Alistair. You'll be in that
My
order
screen
too.
went black. I don't know where I'm at.
You're right here.
Oh, there we go.
With Glenn and Alistair, you are just here as Rory was the first out. And with that, we're going to go back into initiative. Is everyone there? Can everyone see?
Yes.
I'll drawing myself, I think.
All
Yeah, I'll
right.
do.
As the soot and the snow dissipates, you see Lashana, Trovis, and Southwell all bleeding from minor cuts across their bodies. And with that, Auril holds her hands up. Her spine actually breaks through the cloak as you guys hear an awful popping sound once her posture is corrected. And she will roll initiative as well.
Been nice knowing you guys.
First up, Erland, what would you like to do?
Does that guiding bolt count against my initiative?
The one that you use on the tiger? Oh, the one
The
you use
one
on
I
the
used
Frost
on her.
Maiden. Yes, that would be your action.
Yep. My bonus action, I'm going to look behind me and say, Orlas, thank you for being such a good friend of mine. I hope you're feeling better. And with that, I'm also going to use my chalice to, let me see, yep, to hit Roshana with a chalice heal.
Alright. She looks up at you, giving you a nod as you heal her back to full. Is there anything else you would like to do?
That'll end my turn.
Alright, up next, Alistair, breaking pace just ahead of Erland. What do you want to do?
I am going to get over to here. Does that line me up with Larry?
It does indeed.
Okay. I'm going to give a firebolt from my dragon's breath.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Okay. Damage, and then also plus the D8.
As that strikes her, the first blow, immediately incinerating her cloak, you guys can see that rigid, corrugated spine poking through the fur on her back. Well, and here I was thinking I was the only immortal. Is that your turn?
No, it does not. Eldritch Cannon. I'm going to give it a blast with a good ol' Levistus sends his regards.
That hits as well, as the Eldritch Blast whoop, poof, finds its way deep in her chest and sends her off her footing just ever so slightly. What else would you like to do?
That's it. That's all.
Alright, with that, it is now going to be Glenn's turn. Glenn is going to come bounding down. 5, 10, 15, 20. And he is going to begin with his 30 feet of movement as he hops up on the stone table, begins striking at Auril. As she dodges the first blow, pushing it off with a reaction, she's going to take the second plus the fiery damage from the flame tongue rapier. With that, as his turn ends, it is now Auril's turn. As she stands back, holding her hands up in the air, that icy, snowy cloud that dissipated forms again in the open space. I'm gonna need everyone to roll me a dexterity saving throw. Alright. Everyone except for Rory and Reds, you will be taking 26 points of bludgeoning and cold damage. Those of you with resistance to cold damage, reduce that total by 9. So, those of you resistant to cold
Alice's
damage...
computer is restarting.
Alright. Those of you resistant to cold damage take 18 points. Those of you not, 26.
I don't know if I am or not.
You have the staff, so you are.
Okay.
With that, as her turn ends...
Can you adjust Alex's character sheet for her? Her computer just restarted.
Sure
Did you
thing.
say 18 or 13?
18 or 13?
Yeah.
She has resistance.
If you have resistance to cold damage, you will be taking 18 points of damage.
Got it.
But if you're not, or alas, you will be taking 26.
Got it.
Right. With that, or alas, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna say, let's make this fucking dance count. As I'm fucking shivering and fucking frozen. It's been a minute since the last fight, correct?
That's right.
Okay. I will then bonus action Blade Song for my last charge. I'll have my 40 feet of movement. Do I make it? Hold on. Just move my token like a dumbass. Okay, one.
That's okay.
Okay, jumping on the table. That should do it.
Yeah.
And then, to not die, I will definitely cast Mirror Image again. So there's going to be 4 of me still. And that's all I can do.
Alright. Is your turn over?
It is.
Rez, as it is your turn, narrowly escaping those frigid bolts of rain that hit all of your allies, what would you like to do?
What square is she in, Garrett? Because she's like in between two.
She's in this square.
Okay, I want to be.
Sorry about that.
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
You know, I'm curious as to what this will look like. So I'm going to start playing a little ditty, and it picks up really fast, and all of a sudden, Auralis feels like he's like jittering, like he's had way too much caffeine, and I've cast haste on Auralis.
Alright, Auralis hasted. What else do you want to do?
And then for my bonus action, I'm just gonna go, Larry, oh Larry, you got this in the bag. You gonna hit Auril with your hammer. It's gonna hurt her really bad. And she gets inspiration.
The best gift of all.
Amazing.
That was pretty good. Alright. That beautiful inspiration. Rory, it is now your turn.
Alright. Is it Lashana or Lashana?
Leshana.
Lashana, okay. I'm gonna whack her with my spiritual weapon.
She's our friend.
No, good guy. She's a good guy.
Okay.
You can do that though
Okay,
if you wish.
Just let me
No,
friendly
you
fire
can't.
real fast. Let me friendly fire real fast.
Auralis. No!
Who's this? I couldn't see his name.
That's a good guy too. This
Auril is our
Yeah.
only enemy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Alright. So this is the tabletop, right?
That's right. That's the table. That's the tabletop.
Tabletop simulator. Okay, let me do some acrobatic stuff.
Acrobatic.
Is the table high enough for me to slide down beneath it?
Yes, you can. It's about 6 feet off the ground. Glenn had to pull himself up.
Am I tall enough if I try to lift it up?
You want to go beneath the table and try to lift it up?
Uh-huh.
Only one way to find out.
Alright, I'm gonna slide under it and lift one of the table, the leg of the table.
Alright, as you press yourself up with your full Goliath strength, make me an athletics check.
Oh my.
Alright, as you go up on one side, flipping this massive stonework and granite table up, you guys watch as shingles and displaced pieces of debris that haven't been touched in centuries suddenly break and crumble. As you throw the table over, Auralis, make me a dexterity saving throw.
No. Oh no.
Alright,
Let's go.
Auralis, as you anticipate this, knowing Rory's gonna do something crazy, you land on your feet 5 feet to your right. However, Glenn and Auril fall flat on their faces in front of you.
What a dance!
The table now is actually in this shape here. Just right along the line and on its side.
He's giving half cover.
That's right. Boom. Now Rory, that was your action, but you still have a bonus action. So you can either cast a cantrip, or a spell if it has a bonus action, or control your spiritual weapon. What do you want to do?
You're muted, by the way.
That's alright. With one bonus action, you cast Shield of Faith, and on whom are you casting it?
How the fuck you heard me? Oh.
I'm a genius.
I clicked on it. I'm gonna cast a Shield of Faith on Auralis.
Alright, oh my gosh. So Auralis, with the haste and Shield of Faith, you now have... Oh my god, how much AC is that?
24? 24?
Auralis has
Oh
24
my
AC.
God.
Let's go. Alright. Well,
Only she was a dragon or a
Somebody
bear.
cast enlarge on him, quick.
I got him. I got him. Don't worry.
on initiative count 1, Leshana, Trovis, and Southwell get their turn. As she's gonna move around the table now, 5, 10,
That's my
15,
turn.
20,
Oh, no.
25,
Sorry.
30. She's gonna come around and sling a firebolt of her own. As that misses wide, crashing into the roof, we go to Trovis. As Trovis is gonna come around. He barely gets there as he lines up right next to you, Aralas, and begins attacking with his long sword. That's a hit. And that's a hit. 2 strikes of his long sword. Trovis digs deep into her fur, sending shards of hair flying. And Markham Southwell, he can't quite get there, but he's gonna hold his action right in the back. Alright, all together now. Larry, it is your turn.
Okay. Oh goodness. All right. I'm gonna get like right up next to Lashana, kind of using her as a shield a little bit. Sorry, Auralis. I'm going to cast Arcane Weapon with flames, and I'm going to throw my hammer.
Alright.
Is
Now,
that advantage?
it certainly is.
And then also plus a d6, something like that. I know, right? And then another one. Just gonna throw it on again. Yes. Do I have to roll the
She's broken.
6 again?
No, let me just do some math really quick. So that is
Alright.
8 plus 3 is 11, plus the other damage, which is 18, plus the 2d8, which is 16. Wait a minute. Yeah, so 16 plus 18, someone can do that math, 34 points of damage in your one turn. Wow.
Oh.
With that massive flaming strike, remember, you can roll one more d6 because of the spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Or sorry, arcane weapon.
Alright. Here we go.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Wow.
And that.
This is
Well, on
Larry's
my turn.
night.
It really is. Look at me go.
As that happens, she turns. You have earned your place in the private collection. Erland, it is your turn.
Alright. I am going to run, as Forrest Gump would say. It's about right here. I'm actually gonna go one more over. And then I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna go backwards. First, I'm gonna do my healing word on Uralos, and I'm gonna up that to a level 2.
Alright, Erlas, receive 8 points of healing as blue radiant energy from the chalice
then-
form hits you.
My chalice is gonna go to Captain Davies.
Alright, Alistair, you get 11 points of healing.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm going to use. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam at level 2 as well, right on her.
Alright. Now, unfortunately, you can't quite see the point in the ground, but if you get up on that wall, let's see, you moved 5, 10, 15, to use all your movement to get there. If you were to move, say, around the back, you could barely see the space on the ground between Arala since the table's flipped over.
So I have to see the wall.
You have to see the point where it's cast.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, can I take that back then?
Sure, yeah, you don't have to cast Moonbeam since you can't even see it.
Okay. I'm going to cast Wall of Fire.
Alright.
And I'm going to place it. Oh, ruler. I'm going to place it right here.
Okay, yeah, so stretching all the way from the back wall to her.
Yep.
Okay.
So pretty much if anybody does anything to force her back into it, she's taken fire.
Alright. Oh, so not directly on her, just until it reaches. Okay.
Until
Sounds
it
good.
reaches, so like right here on the wall.
Got
so it kind
you.
of cuts her off from that hallway.
As this massive gout of fire spews off the wall behind you, Larry. Does that end your turn, Erland?
It does.
Alright. Alistair, it is now your turn.
Okay.
Take damage on the cast or when she enters it?
When she enters it.
Okay. This is the big one, so be a little risky, I guess. I'm going to move up to here. And the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to take out one of the 6 vials of super potent alcohol I got.
Wow.
And I'm going to cast catapults.
Okay.
And launch it at her. And that is 4d8 if it hits.
Damn, what a roll. Okay.
Please tell me it hits.
So, I will remind you, you're standing on the edge of the table right now. Is that what you want to be doing?
I'm like my back up against the table.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Not on it, back up against it. Like I shimmied in between Glenn and Auril.
All right. As
I
you
feel like
come,
he wouldn't have done this if I didn't heal him.
as you come by, she's gonna use her first legendary action, and as she sees you above her, she's gonna swipe out with her talons. Alistair, 25 hits. You take 8 piercing damage and 3 cold damage. 6 reduced to 3, so 11 damage in total. As you throw it, she's going to make a dexterity save.
Please fail. Please fail.
And as she succeeds, you watch as the alcohol flies to the ground, but the fire coming in ignites the flames. How much damage does your wall of fire do, Erland?
17, I believe.
Yeah.
Alright, with that, she takes another 17 fire damage as it begins burning at her frame.
Okay.
Glenn's gonna be the one to do it, isn't he? Glenn's gonna be the one to do it, and he's not even fucking here.
Does that end your turn, Alistair?
No. Looking at her, now inflamed, just gonna give her another... just gonna tell her, burn in hell, and tell Avistus who sent you. And I'm going, Eldritch Cannon, flamethrower her, more fires, good fire.
As that flame incinerates the alcohol off the ground, ice melting all around you now. She's gonna roll a dexterity saving throw. And she's going to... Oh, she has advantage. Alright. She succeeds as well.
God damn it.
Now, does she take half damage?
Yes. Yes. Double checking just to be sure. On a failed save, half. Yes.
Alright,
half.
every little bit counts. Does that end your turn?
That will end my turn.
On his turn, Glenn is going to begin. Alright, I hope this helps. He is going to use 5 points of lay on hands on you, Auril.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Good lord. And with
Super
that,
jittery.
that is his action. Up next, as his turn is over, it will be Auril's turn. As you guys watch Auril grab what remnants of her cloak remain, she folds it over, and as she disappears, she's going to reappear.
Could I
Right here.
counterspell that? Is that a spell or an ability?
It was Misty Step.
I would counterspell it.
Alright, as you counterspell her Misty Step, she looks around in confoundment. Well, I was waiting for a formidable group of champions. Let's see what you're really worth. And as she turns around quickly, she's going to fire a chromatic orb in your direction, Larry. Is that accurate? Jesus Christ. Larry, does Larry, does a 30 hit?
Oh, what do you think?
Larry,
What?
as this
When even
orb...
the DM says, "Holy shit!"
As this orb slams on you and Lashana and breaks open, You and Lashana take 11 points of cold damage.
Is it halved?
Oh, it is indeed. You only take 6.
Okay.
Good call, Larry.
Up next, Auril.
Now this is something you should not have done, really. That's not very nice. And as I'm aced, what else is on me? Aced? Just aced? That's enough?
You have haste, and you have something else that...
Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith.
Oh, fuck. This is actually messing up just a tiny bit of my plan. Okay. Fourth level Shadow Blade. So this bonus action concentration Shadow Blade is summoned, and I will do the Booming Blade cantrip on her. This is a dim light, Elven accuracy. So let's go with the level 4. Oinks oinks. 26 to hit.
That is.
Okay, so she will then take 18 psychic plus the booming blade damage, which is just that. Lousy.
So 18 plus 3 or 18 plus 8?
18 plus 5.
Okay.
If she moves, she's gonna take just 3, which is bad.
Alright. As that
Maybe she
massive cut actually brings out her feathers and shatters the ram horn on the side of her face, you guys watch as this bright blue cyan blood begins to drip out on the floor where it sizzles and smokes.
And then I'm gonna say, I'll show you why they call it blade singing. And I'm gonna attack once for my second attack. 11 accuracy, 26 to hit, 12 psychic,
Or alas,
and yes.
how do you want to do this?
Oh, I'm tearing
Oh
through.
my god.
I'm not even checking if she's actually falling to the ground. I have haste, and I'm going again. 26 to hit, 19 damage. I'm just slicing, and I'm looking if Lashana is okay. That's
As Auralas obliterates the Frost Maiden's first form, eviscerating scars exude rays of blue light, and as the light assumes her, it explodes. I need Auralas and Rez as this blue radius sweeps out to make me Constitution saving throws.
Me?
That's right. And Rez, you will have +2.
I still roll. Does exhaustion is saving throw? No, just skill checks, correct?
That's right. Rez,
Okay.
you have 1 point of exhaustion, and Auralas, you still have 1 as you succeed the save. With that, as her body disappears, you guys hear a very distant Markham Southwell looks up as he stands up from the blast as well. That's not all. She'll be waiting on us.
Wait, she's not dead?
No,
Of course not, you fool. You think that it would be that easy?
that was only her first form.
It was that easy. Anybody can do it.
We tried.
We need to go and find her. Now.
Shall we take a rest real quick first? Just a
I don't
short
know
one?
if we have time.
We can take a fucking short rest.
Do you want to spend an hour right now after we just killed her? Her first
Dude,
form. You want to
A
spend an
short
hour?
rest in this game is 10 minutes. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? 10 minutes? It's an hour. It's half an hour to an hour in
Either
any,
way,
in any
that
book.
gives her time to
No.
recoup as well.
Prayer of healing
hold on.
is 10
DM,
minutes,
how
but
much
it's not
is a
whole
short rest in your game?
In the homebrew rules, it is 10 minutes.
It's
10
10
minutes?
minutes. It's 10 minutes. It's always been 10 minutes.
The
I'm
prayer of
taking a
healing
short
is,
rest.
is a stupid fucking spell then.
He's planting his feet. We might as well wait.
Okay, then I'm gonna play Song
I'm
of
taking a
Rest.
short rest.
I'll mend Erwin while we rest.
I'll take a short rest as well.
Can I mend and rest? Is that a thing?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Lashana,
Everyone
are you
gets
okay?
an extra 1d6 hit points.
As Trovis looks around, he says, "Well, that short rest may not be as beneficial as you think." As he looks around, eyeing Markham Southwell as they remember their last time. You guys can only roll 1 hit die.
That is fine.
Everyone still gets a D6.
Shana, are you okay?
I've been better.
Do I roll a D8 for mending on Erwin?
Yes, you do. Actually, let me check. If anyone has anything I could use, I would be most appreciative.
She should get an extra D6 from Song of Breath.
What's your song? Wow. Almost full.
Yeah, everyone gets a D6 with my Song of Breath. Well, no, you get to roll your own D6.
Oh yeah.
Who?
Yeah, you roll your hit die, and then you add an extra D6 on top of that.
We all get a
Who's-
D6.
Oh yeah.
so-
Okay.
After
That's
the
right.
after the short rest, as we wake up, who's looking a little rough still?
Larry.
Oh, Larry.
Not too bad. Could be
I'm
worse.
gonna cast Cure Wounds
On who?
on Larry.
Okay.
On little me.
All right, Larry.
Thank you.
As Rory puts her hands on your shoulders, you recuperate 11 points.
As a minute is about to end, I'm gonna say, I was really scared for a second. I thought I was gonna lose you, and then she casted it, and then the damage came out, and then, and I'm gonna seize for a good turn.
Well,
How much
That's
do I
nice.
give
That's
her?
nice for you.
you know, I didn't expect my first adventure to be called killing, but I'm glad to be here.
This is your first time out, Lashana.
Not out, but first time killing
Urlos, you
things.
get 11.
You're doing fantastic.
I'm almost mint. I'm almost mint.
DM, I would like to use my common healing potion.
All right,
That is a 2d4, correct?
that is right. I'm going to look that up.
A
real
regular
quick.
healing potion is 1d4 plus. No, it's 2d4 plus 2. My bad.
Correct.
Wait,
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
Did you see how many
Alistair,
I...
are you drinking that?
Yeah, I'm drinking it.
I have a free chalice.
I mean, I'll take whatever you want to give me.
As Alistair chugs it down. And Erland, who did you cast Cure Wounds on?
Urlos.
All
Yeah,
right.
But I'm almost full, so keep it for somebody that could use it more. Maybe you.
So
Pure
that
one.
7 from Erlon, is that going to me?
7
Yes.
from you, yeah, and then I'll take my cure
Oh, yeah.
wounds, yeah.
This is good. This is good.
Now, just so we are on the same page, Erland, you have cast your amount of guiding bolts per the day. The next time you cast a guiding bolt, it'll be working against your spell slots. Unless it
I've-
already has.
I've only cast 2, haven't I?
Well, no. From last session, you cast 1, and then this session, you've cast 3.
Last session. Yep.
Yeah,
okay.
we didn't get a rest from last session.
That's
so-
right.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you guys feel yourself healing and recuperated. Markham Southwell looks about.
That's much better.
You have all done well, but this final room will certainly test our valor as well as our strength. Master Trovis and I have not gone deeper in the facility, but I think we are up for the task. Please.
Not gonna lie, I used a lot of my resources. I feel Shield of Fate and my Fire Shield are down, just so you know, after 10 minutes.
Well, I'll be your fire shield. Just get behind me. I can shield you with my scales.
Auralis, would you come here for a moment? And when he comes over, I'm going to reach out and touch him, and I'm going to give him my infusion of enhanced defense, so that's +1 to your AC.
Urlos
Thank you.
or me?
Oh, I did move it on by mistake. I'm sorry.
Auralis, sorry.
Well, thank you. That's gonna help.
I just want to
and
say.
then,
Sorry, my bad. Go on.
And then I will use my enhanced arcane focus infusion on myself. And yeah.
All right.
I feel I have enough to
Yeah.
to challenge her. I'm gonna fire shield myself again. I think to survive, but I still have some power left for my Shadow Blade. We'll be okay.
I just want to say for flavor that the Song of Rest song has been essentially a summary of all of our adventures from the moment we all met up till now.
Do it.
Hey Garrett,
Yes.
can you Discord message me or something the stats for that ice spear?
It's in your journal.
Oh, it is. Okay.
With that, as the wall of fire slowly descends after 10 minutes of cast,
I think Alex had something to say.
I just wanted to ask about how much to heal Erwin.
oh yes, since you casted Mend onto Erwin, go ahead and roll 2d8.
Okay.
Erwin is now at 24 hit points. Like I said, as the fire descends and the icy cold fills the room with its distilled silence, you guys look about yourselves, and in that distant room at the end of the corridor, you hear something crack and break, almost like the stairs have reformed. What would you guys like to do?
I think we should try to find her now before she gets any more ahead of us.
I agree.
Come, this way. Last time, she teleported underneath to the Gleam dungeon.
Through the dungeon,
I
you
will
said.
follow speaker.
That's right. As Speaker Southwell and Markham,
Go.
as Markham Southwell and Master Trovis take point, Lashana inching closely behind, we are going to take our bathroom break.
Awesome. I gotta add this to my.
All right.
All right, is everybody back?
AC.
Okay.
I believe I'm back. Just getting everything set up again.
I see a white screen. Oh, there we go.
As Markham Southwell and Master Trovis take point, would you guys like to continue following them in your current order?
Correct.
Alistair's eager to get down there, so as far ahead as you want Alistair to be, I will
Right.
be there.
As they get to right here, go ahead and move your tokens up behind them.
Can you give one die to Lashana and the Song of Rest for 1d6, please?
Good point.
Just pimping. Pimping.
I need to actually roll 2d6 for her short rest. Thank you for that.
My little kiss sound didn't go through.
There we go. As you guys get to this point now, Markham Southwell and Master Trophis look about. And with that, I need everyone to roll me perception.
Oh, hang on. I'm getting my character sheet back up.
And for Rez and Aralas, this will be a disadvantage.
Right.
I'm saving my good rolls for later.
Nope. Tying my shoes. In the 10 minutes break, I would have time to ritually cast Auril again.
That's right.
So he would be up and just a bit. I'm gonna put him ahead.
All right, and Rory, go ahead and cast perception as well.
Somehow I forgot I lost the page when I closed out the D20.
That's okay.
I was like, where the fuck do my sheets go? Perception.
As Markham Southwell says, the coast is clear, and begins stepping forward, Rez, you notice at the end of this wall, the very back corner.
With a 13?
You
I'm at
guys don't.
disadvantage, man.
You guys don't see anything. As Markham Southwell steps in with Master Trovis, Auril looks around and doesn't see anything either.
I think it's safe to proceed.
I'm walking in.
As you guys look forward and down, you can see that this long, icy ramp has now been separated into broken, jagged stairs, approximately the correct height for you to walk down without slipping.
That's very convenient.
Kind of looks like a trap.
Yes, it's a bit of a one-way stairway, eh?
Send Orly down there?
Yes, he can fly back up if need be. I'll get him to scout a good 80 yards down below. I'll put my hand on Sheriff Southwell, and my eyes will go blank, and I'll look through Orly's eyes.
I will protect you. As Auril is sent down, Auril is brought into a very bizarre-looking room. A very odd organic shape greets you that you've never quite seen before in any other building or less. In front of you now, deep within this dungeon, you can see the shape, or the loose approximation thereof, of a snowflake. And then you hear, what is this? As Auril begins to fly. Feel free to control Auril if you wish.
I'm still on the other map. It's like my token would need to be on the other floor for me to see.
I see. Well, what I described is a pretty good approximation of what you see. A snowflake-shaped room, icy glass floor, beneath which you can see frozen bodies of dead adventurers and giants who have wished to test their mettle against the Frost Queen.
Do we see her?
You do not.
Well, she okay. I'll bring Orly back up, poof, and I'll go back to myself. Okay, so she's waiting for us. But it's a very big room, and should be good to go, I guess.
All right. At about that time, you guys hear that sound again, like something moves through the walls. So, who's first?
I'm definitely walking back on the wall, and I wanna try to listen.
As you do so, Aralas, bringing your ear close, you guys all watch in horror as an icy, sharp limb breaks free and grabs you. So does another one from the opposite side of Aralas, and as you guys see fluttering wings, suddenly the walls all around you begin to crack and disseminate as debris of icy shards are thrown out, and 6 ice mephits appear.
Found something.
With that, we're going to go back into initiative. Auril, as you're there right now, your turn is already over from the haste you did earlier. I believe you still have a bonus action from your original turn, and of course your movement.
All I would do is no, I used it all.
Rez, it's your turn. As you watch suddenly with your high perception, as Auril is grabbed from inside, and these icy, devil-like imps appear.
Oh, scheiße. Okay, let me survey the battle map. Okay. I'm just gonna cast a Sacred Flame on that one.
Alright. Dexterity save?
Yep, 16. Again, ignore the healing.
As the icy mephit dips out of the wall, you suddenly catch it right in the face with a bright flame. Is that 12 radiant?
Yep, 12 radiant.
A massive blow into the imp, which recoils in pain. What else would you like to do?
And then I'm just going to duck.
Oh.
Sorry. Can you move me back? I'm on push to
Holy
talk.
shit. No, you're good. They just went flying. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna duck behind this this wall, and that'll be my turn.
Alright, with that, Rory, you're pretty far distance away now, but you can run up with your spiritual weapon 30 feet.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's 25 feet right here. I'm gonna swing. I gotta shoot my spiritual weapon. Wait. I was counting from this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can run up here.
Yep.
And where's my sheets? What spells I need to? I have like 3 more I can use to think. I'm gonna cast a word of radiance
Okay.
on this guy.
Alright, expelling a word in Giant, which even those of you who are fluent in the language can't quite discern. Rory casts Word of Radiance, and the Ice Mephit dodges out of the way, and I don't believe he takes any damage. Oh, wow! I forgot about this. Alright. So, unfortunately, you do have to be within 5 feet of the target.
So I can like grab his head and just like screw to his ear.
Right. But I'll say the spell goes, and unfortunately it does not hit.
Alright.
Is that in your turn?
And I'm gonna set my guiding bolt somewhere near between me and then the creature.
Unfortunately, Word of Radiance is your action.
I mean for a bonus action.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and cast it if you can cast it as a bonus action.
What do you mean? I'm just moving my spiritual weapon around.
Oh, I thought you said your guiding bolt. Okay, my bad.
You're good.
On 1 initiative, Lashana is going to get her turn 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's going to cast Firebolt at that Mephit. As Markham Southwell and Trovis go in with their attacks. That hits. And as they finish up, Markham Southwell moving here, and Trovis moving there. It is now Larry's turn.
Okay, arcane weapon is still hot. I am going to hit the Mephits on either side of Auril with my hammer.
Alright.
Should be at advantage.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh!
What is going on right now?
I don't know.
What is going on? Okay.
I don't know.
That's
Well,
a lot.
I'm losing my mind.
That's 3
Okay.
crits tonight for her.
Is that her fourth
you
crit?
know,
Guys,
look,
on her first hit, she rolled 2d8. That's maximum damage. That could not have gone better. First hit, 2d8 plus another 2d8. In one hit, that's 32 damage. That Ice
Holy
Mephit is
fuck,
destroyed. On your second turn, you hit again. 9 plus Arcane Weapon 7, 16. That Mephit is destroyed as well. As they both go down, what else do you want to do?
Alright, I'm gonna have Erwin come on over here to this one. And make an attack on the one who's in front of.
Alright.
Guys, I just have to say, my girlfriend could not be any hotter than she is.
Is that it? Is that it?
Don't stand up. Don't stand up.
Let me see. Don't stand up. Don't stand up. That does hit.
Okay. Alright.
9 force damage as he cleaves through one wing. This Mephit's now flapping on one as it releases.
Erlon's just gonna be in the back. Larry, I can't wait to tell your mom about this.
Don't tell mommy!
And that ends my turn.
Alright. Erlond, it is now your turn. As you watch Larry eviscerating her targets, picking them up, laying them down, what do you want to do?
Well, I think I'm going to push my way through here to see what we have going on. Looks good. I am going to let me see the radius on this. Okay. On this ice method right here, I'm gonna cast Moonbeam.
Alright. With that, as that ray of light shines through, the mephit suddenly, as pieces of it begin to melt off, it narrowly manages to retain its physical form in this reality. And, is that a 5-foot radius?
Yes.
Alright, 5 feet. It's gonna hit both of them.
Awesome. And, that will do it for my turn.
Alright, with that over, Alistair, what would you like to do?
Well, we're gonna start on. Move forward a bit. This guy here.
Okay.
Gonna use my fucking firearm.
Ooh, that hits.
Damage. I'll roll my d8.
Don't forget firebolts as well.
Yeah, it should be coming through.
How do you want to do this?
8 plus 12. I just want to make him explode in a ball of fire.
As the parts explode, percussion hitting the ground and raining all around Trovis, he looks back and nods. Is that your turn?
This guy up here is going to get a handy dandy, always reliable, trusty Eldritch Cannon.
As you release the arcane munition,
I don't think that.
it
No.
does not hit, and as it
God.
slams into the
God.
wall.
Oh. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, on Glenn's turn,
Very
he's gonna
hot
run
all
up.
the crits.
He's gonna run up 25 feet is maximum. As he can't get much closer, he's gonna unload his heavy crossbow from his back. As he slings a bolt straight at the ice mephit closest to Southwell, it destroys it, pinning its chest to the wall with 1 damage. That's all it took.
Wow.
And that ice mephit is dead. Up next, though, for some reason not in the chart, 17 initiative, the ice mephits begin. As this ice mephit comes across, he's going to begin attacking Glenn, who currently has 20 AC. Oof. Hold on a second.
We do not see your rolls, by the way, DM. If
All going according to plan. Orlas, as those ice mephits next to you suddenly begin glowing bright, their corpses charge up and explode. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw, Orlas.
okay, a disadvantage. Oh no, saving throws are fine. Okay. Okay. Woo!
You take 1 point of slashing damage, and you take another point. That's 2 points of slashing damage in total.
I'll take it.
Provis is going to take 5 as they explode around him, dying. And finally, this one begins its turn on Glenn. Missing Glenn. The next one is going to fly up. And as it comes out, Erwin gets an attack of opportunity. As Erwin hits, roll for damage. 10 points. With Trovis's attack as well, he gets... Well, let's see here. Alright. Irwin turns around, and how do you want Irwin to destroy this method?
Just cutting off both wings, so it's just laying there like a potato.
Alright. As it lands to the ground, exploding, Glenn is going to roll. As he survives his dex, the shards that explode only deal 3 damage, as this method is gone, and only 1 method remains in this room. With that over, Orlas, it is now your turn.
Yes, I did train really hard for this, so I'm going to fucking focus. I'm gonna take the Mephit and I'm gonna shove it 5 feet back as my bonus action. So DC 15 strength. Does it work?
It does indeed. Oralas, roll for initiative one more time, though. There was an issue with the tokens there. Damn. Do you remember what your initiative was?
13,
Okay.
Yeah, just above res.
Okay.
It was 13.19.
Yeah, because 19 dex.
Good to know, I'm gonna put you up there, don't even worry about it. So, strength saving throw?
Yeah.
Alright.
And as he is pushed back from my friend, I'm going to chill touch it for a very bad 12 to hit.
Remember, with chill touch, you can only use that when you're dead, when you're unconscious, taking death saves.
Okay. Then.
Oh, what is the DC, by the way?
DC 15 for my.
He succeeds.
For strength push.
That's right.
Okay. Then, if the hat. Are you sure I cannot cast it anytime?
Let me make sure.
Not like...
Let me make sure. But if in fact I'm correct, what else do you want to do?
You create a ghostly skeletal hand with sorry.
When you... Okay, you may be right. Doesn't matter. I have create bonfire. I'm gonna put a bonfire below it, hoping the fire and the flames will make him melt before he explodes. So then, fucking misclicked. Bonfire is AC 15 for DC 15 dex for the bonfire.
No need to roll, as even with half damage or less, as the fire expels, you guys watch as the glowing, bright blue ice mephit explodes, shooting water and ice all around. Alistair, you're out of the radius, but Glenn is going to roll me a dex saving throw.
It says nothing in the spell description of chill touch that you have to be unconscious.
It's not chill touch, it's his magic hat that lets him cast it.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Magical caveat.
There you go. Taking 6 damage from the explosion, the last ice mephit is dead, and you guys breathe a sigh of relief as combat has ended momentarily.
I peek out from around the corner. Are they gone?
Glenn looks back. Aye.
Stay back.
Okay, so shall we? Shall we continue on? Or Alistair, do you want to take another short rest?
You know, last time I said everything was fine. You know, you guys can double check on your own just to make sure.
Yeah, I will go second this time. After you, Southwell.
Alright. After me then. As Markham Southwell looks down, he's gonna take a torch out of his bag as he begins descending down the staircase.
I'm going right along with him.
Shall also take out a torch.
Alright, so what I have now is Markham Southwell, Rez, Alistair, Erland, and Larry. Who's behind Larry?
I'm in the back.
Can you brighten up my token or give me a range? I pulled out a torch of mine.
Okay. Got it.
With magical tinkering, I would like to make one of Rez's buttons shine light for 5 feet.
Oh,
Okay. With his
Thank you.
torch, I'm going to add that to the
Can you
radiant
actually
light.
put that on my necklace here?
Sure.
You did that
it's
once
on his
and-
necklace. His necklace is shedding
Dope.
light for 5 feet.
Okay,
Alright.
dope. I put out my torch.
And I'm just going.
Danke, Alistair.
Don't worry, Relas. All going according
It's
to plan.
easier to hit the ones that are shining bright light.
Thank you, anyways.
And I'm going to take a step just a little bit away from Rez.
As you guys inch your ways down now, step by step, you descend. Before you get to the space where you currently are at the bottom of the steps, you begin to hear
I'm shaking. I don't like this.
the blades of the
Thank you
axe,
for walking first.
the urgent dawn, the arcane brotherhood. All tried to quell winter's wrath, and all failed underfoot. But you, the most delectable, the most worthy, your mortal lives spared on the whim of the wind. That is what makes you beautiful. Come, weeds, for your trimming. Finding your way in the icy pit below. Markham Southwell looking around in his torch. Now what?
Come out. Come out wherever you are. And I step in.
Are you
Play a
chicken?
game.
I know you look like an owl, but like Larry said, I think you might be more of a chicken.
Taunting
Good one,
with your
Larry.
cowardice. You guys look up and see a bright blue gem as it begins to descend from the heavens, growing closer and closer near you. You watch as it sprouts legs,
I back up.
arms, and this very oddly beautiful female face crafted in ice, landing, looking right down at you, Alistair. And with that, the second form of the Frost Maiden will be added to the initiative count. With that, Orlas, did we leave on your turn last time?
Yes, and I completed it.
In that case, it's your turn, Rez.
So it's me. Oh God. Oh.
As she stands with her arms folded out, looking down, you guys notice that she has two faces, one on both sides.
Oh God. Oh, it's me.
Great time for vicious mockery.
I know. Oh my God. Don't take my thoughts out of my head.
Sorry. That's what she does.
I'm gonna look at her and just say, you know, I really am a bird person, but you're giving off a whole bunch of freaky vibes right now. It's like a turkey chicken hybrid with a woman with two faces. You're very confusing and very putting off. And I cast vicious mockery.
Ugh.
Hell yeah. If she passes the wisdom save.
A smirk spreads across her face, and she takes no damage.
And I back up.
Hey, shouldn't Vicious Mockery be 2d4 at this level?
That is 2d4.
You rolled 2 ones.
No, that's actually just 1d4, but that would be amazing.
I think when you level up, I don't know. Just saying.
With that,
Okay, 4
Rory.
damage.
With that,
4
Rory,
damage she didn't take.
it's your turn.
Rory.
Muted Rory.
So we're beating up this two-faced creature.
That's right.
Yeah, the old double face.
Can I ask how tall she is?
That's a great question. She is
Because
10 feet wide in her stance, and her height is 40 feet.
Holy fuck.
What the shit?
I was gonna like give it a slap like both faces at the same time like this.
Sure.
Damn.
You want to
she
slap
tall.
a god?
What if I no? We're
Wait, you're
beating
just
him
gonna
up.
slap her?
Give him bitch slap to wake up. Since she's that tall.
Guys, I'm
That's right.
scared.
Jesus Christ, that's big god.
Yeah, yeah. Don't
Yeah, and
slap her.
I mean, you saw what he said. That was very rude. And all she did was look at him.
This is what we've
She's
been
gonna
building
use
through
you-
the whole
her
campaign, Gasper. They're gonna be big.
Go big or go home, man.
You know what? Do
See.
it. Slap her. Slap her. I want to see you try.
It's just way too big. It's gonna take me like 5 minutes to climb up to her face.
Worth it.
Oh, it's a long climb, man. I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds. And
Alright.
step a little bit closer to her.
Sounds good to me.
And I'm gonna hold it when she attacks.
Alright, so you're gonna hold your action and cast Inflict Wounds when she attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Like,
Now-
inflicts her right away, right?
Yep, you're gonna have to stand right here though.
Would it
Okay.
be safe to say that he could be opposed side to Alistair and get advantage?
Yes, but that is not what Roy did. Up next is her turn. As she looks directly down at you now. Your action is going to be triggered, and as she takes 20 necrotic damage, she holds her hands aloft as another blue ice crystal descends from directly above her head. Rory, make me a charisma saving throw.
Let me see. I failed.
As this crystal floats down above your heads now, you guys watch as, like magnetism, it suddenly sucks Rory up into it. Rory, as you are inside of the crystal now, you are stunned until the beginning of your next turn.
Did I got sent back to... I got duplicated.
You're here.
There's another me at the other room.
That's okay. Can you see this one?
Yes.
Alright.
And I also forgot my guiding bolt. Oh, that's my guiding bolt, not the other me.
With that, the Frost Maiden is going to stand her ground, and is now your turn, Larry.
Oh boy. Okay. I believe Arcane Weapon is still going.
It is.
Maybe towards the end of it, but okay. All right. We're just gonna throw the hammer twice. Okay. At advantage.
Those both hit.
Oh. Okay. All right. Then 2d6. And then I'm gonna have Erwin get on up here. Is that close enough?
It is.
Alright, and then Erwin's gonna make an attack as well. Yes! Okay, let's go.
Roll damage for Erwin. Alright, as the Force Rend empowered strikes into her, she takes a lot of damage from that turn.
Alright, and that ends my turn.
Alright. Up next, Erland. What would you like to do?
I'm going to move right here. And I know I can't cast it out of my guiding bolt form, but I've got a couple spells left at higher level, so I'm gonna cast guiding bolt.
Alright, with that natural one, you guys watch as guiding bolt is cast up, and she brings out her palm. As it sinks into her palm, blocking her face, she brings it down. How many times are you going to try that?
That hurt a lot.
Now actually, now that I see that, I thought it was doing Rory, and since Rory's incapacitated, that's not advantage. But with Erwin there, that would hit.
Let's go!
That's a natural 20. So
Damn right.
12
Yes.
plus 17 with the higher cast, plus an additional 4d6. What is that?
I got it.
That's quite a lot of math. 12 plus 17 is 29, plus 28. So that's 57 points of damage. Wow.
Wow.
Insane. Thank you for that. We got there eventually. What else do you want to do in your turn as a massive hole of bright energy just suddenly straight through her chest?
Alright. That makes me feel good. Yeah, you take that. And then I don't know what to do with my second turn. I'm just gonna cast, let's see. That'll end my turn.
Alright, at the end of your turn, she's going to use her legendary action to cast Ice Flurry. So, within 30 feet of her, you guys watch as she spins suddenly, and when she completes the spin, looking at you, Alistair, still, icy shards expand around her in a 30-foot radius. So, Erland, Larry, Aralas, Rory, Rez, and Erland, you all are going to take...
I have resistance to cold.
Is there no save?
No, there's not.
There's no save?
You all take 5 points of cold damage. Unless you're resistant, then you only take 3.
Did you say I was included in that?
Yes, you're included as well, Alistair, as you're within 30 feet.
So I take 3.
That's right. As her legendary action is over and you guys incur the damage, Alistair, it is your turn.
Okay.
So, does my... Sorry.
Yeah, you take 3 points as well, Rory.
I know, but like, does inflict wounds apply, or I'm just still stunned?
Inflict wounds applied, but that was before you were stunned.
Okay.
I'm going to just kind of combat roll, shimmy, whatever I gotta do to get around here.
Run between her legs.
Yep. Just slip and slide. And then... Fuck. This is gonna break me. This is gonna break me. I'm gonna try the laser pistol. The alien blaster.
Come on, the one time it crit. The one time.
God, this is gonna kill me. And I have the infusion on it, the repeating shot. So that is +1 to hit, +1 to damage.
Alright.
Oh god. Fuck! Fuck!
As you guys see this laser goes out, it just dissipates and doesn't even make it to her before
That
landing
laser
in her.
pistol is not your friend.
Take 1 ammo off the count.
Alright. Bonus action. 16 dex.
Alright. She is going to fail the saving throw, but she's going to choose her legendary resistance and decide to instead succeed.
Well, of course she is. That's She takes half damage, though.
I'm right behind you, Captain. Glenn's gonna run forward 5, 10, 15, 20, barely making it there in time. You know the drill. 2 rapier attacks. First one misses. Second one hits. With that,
He's got 2d8 fire damage, correct?
2d6.
2d6.
8 plus
So
6 is
legendary
14.
resistance- Does her legendary resistance count towards any fire?
No, it does not.
Okay, good enough.
Do we feel like fire makes her more pissed?
There's no way to know. So far, she doesn't seem to be emoting at all. Oops. Not that much damage, Glenn. There we go. With Glenn's turn over, she is going to use her next legendary action as she looks around at all of you. Do you hear them with your infernal ears? The crittering, crawling carapaces. My children have arrived. As she turns around and quickly throws 3 icy shards, one at each of the massive, giant doors with giant runes across them. You guys watch as the doors drop, and out from these 3 rooms, you guys don't see anything actually. But Alistair, you watch as 8 icy spiders suddenly crawl up and into the ceiling. As they do so, they will roll initiative, and it is now Uralas's turn.
Hold on now. Okay, so where I am at, can I see in those rooms?
You can, but you cannot see the spiders.
They seem kind of huge, so I really cannot see them.
They're invisible.
Okay, that solves it. Okay. I'm gonna run to her. I have no blade song left in me. I'll do my regular. Fuck, that's not that much, but I'll be opposed Glenn. I will bonus action Shadow Blade at 3rd level because 4th are gone, and I will go for it at advantage, Elven Accuracy, 3rd level. Hold on, I clicked 3 times. The last crits don't count. So does a 20 hit?
It does.
She takes 20 psychic.
As you guys watch, that grin on her face cracks into a broad, disorganized smile as shards of ice split off her face like teeth being knocked clean from her mouth. Is that your turn?
It does not. I have another attack I will take. Elven Accuracy. 1, 2. Does 23 hit?
It does.
And on top of that, 17 damage. I will add the Booming Blade damage. So 7 thunder. So total of 24 damage.
Very nice.
And if she moves, she's crackling with lightning energy. If she moves, 11 damage will ensue.
Okay.
That's all I
Okay.
got.
Is that your turn?
Yes, sir.
Rez, up next as you have backed away to a more secure location. What would you like to do?
I'm going to give me 1 second, sorry. Yeah, so I'm going at 2nd level. I'm going to cast Bless. I'm gonna have to run up. Fuck. Yeah, so I run in and I cast Bless on Glenn, Auril, Captain Davies, and Erlon.
Alright, so I believe all of them have 1d4 added as sort of inspiration on their next turns.
Yeah. So they'll each get a D4 to attacks and saves. In bonus action, I am going to give Captain Davies an inspiration and just say, I know you missed with the first one, but if there's ever been a time to hit with that gun, now is it. And I give him a bardic inspiration.
All right.
And then I'll back up to where I was.
Good to know. Rory. Now. Let's see here.
I just get L stun, I assume.
No, you don't. Alright. Rory, as you've been in that stasis, a cold colder than you've ever felt in all of your days in the Dale lands infiltrates your thick gray skin. You take 16 points of cold damage that actually goes past your resistance, and at the end of your turn, I need you to make me another charisma saving throw.
16, that'll be 28. So I don't get to do any actions, right?
Nope, just make me another charisma save.
Ooh.
Alright, as you are still trapped in there for another turn, at the end, Auril is going to use her last legendary action until her turn to make an attack onto Alistair. Alistair, as you watch her bring her arm towards you in a chop, her arm changes mid-air into a large morning star, a spiked mace. And as it slams into you, Alistair, does a 20 hit?
Reaction shield? No, it doesn't.
Alright, as it bounces off your shield, Rory's turn is over, and Auril's turn begins.
Quit thinking so hard, Garrett.
As she backs away,
Stressing me out.
Glenn, Orlas, and Erwin are going to get an attack of opportunity.
11 turn the damage because booming blade.
Would that be at advantage because Erlon?
It would. 22 hits, roll for damage.
I crit.
Very nice. Glenn is going to shoot forward with the rapier, just missing as she slinks away. And with your crit, how much damage is that? Remember to duplicate the die.
So the first one, 3d8. The first one is maxed out, like the first die, or the first dice? Like
You max out all the dice, but add what you rolled. So you rolled 7, right?
Yeah, so it should be 3d8.
Yes.
So that's not 24.
Yes, it is. So you've dealt
Crazy.
31 damage in your turn right there.
Plus 11 from booming blade.
That's right. A massive amount of damage as she is dropped. As she finally gets to hear, though, she's going to extend her hand forward. And in that cone, Glenn, Erwin, Rory, and Larry need to make Constitution saving throws. All right.
Guess this is where you're all gonna die.
All right. As you guys watch Glenn face down the storm, he's going to go ahead and take no damage. Larry, I'm just reminded, unfortunately, that your Steel Defender does not need to make a Constitution saving throw, as he is a robot.
Okay, okay.
So, Larry, you take 31 points of cold damage, reduced to 15. Rory, you take the same 15.
It hurts. Even though I have cold resistance.
That's right. That's why it's reduced. You failed the save. And Glenn succeeds. He's going to take 15 as well. With that, it's now your turn, Larry.
Do it again, Larry.
Ow! Okay. I'm gonna go with my hammer again, cause arcane weapon.
All right.
So, here we go. Just dealing them out. Awesome. And those should all be an advantage.
The second one is not an advantage. Well, actually, none of them are, because she's not being flanked by you.
Well,
She's a kobold.
Okay.
Kobold!
Oh, right!
Kobold!
Right!
Kobold!
Okay, yeah, so those
Just
both hit.
rounded. Pack tactics, baby. Okay.
Damn. 15 plus 8, that's 23 points of damage, and you watch as the fire melts away a part of her thigh as it returns to your hand.
And I'm gonna have Erwin just inch on forward and do another attack. That's not an advantage.
Not quite. If he was around the corner, it would have been, though.
Yeah. Alright. So
Okay.
that'll end right there.
Alright. Up next, Erlant. As you are sitting there waiting, as the Frost Maiden backs up in you, casting a cone of cold out from her palm, what would you like to do?
Did everyone who was blessed use a D4 on their saving throw, by the way?
They did not. However, what did Larry get blessed?
Larry did not.
Right. All the players that got affected weren't blessed, unfortunately. Erland, what would you like to do?
I am thinking. Give me just a second.
Take your time.
Well, I need to work tomorrow, so.
Good night.
Alright, Okay, hang on. This looks promising. A foot. Okay, I'm going to cast Flaming Spear.
Alright.
And I'm gonna put it right here.
Okay. With Flaming Spear?
Yes.
Let me see the spell description here. Okay. Dexterity saving throw. She's going to succeed the save, and she's going to take half of 2d6, which you rolled a 6, so she's going to take 3 points of fire damage. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Nope.
Alright, now that sphere is a concentration spell. It's going to remain there until you don't want it to stay there anymore. What else would you like to do?
No, that's it.
Okay. Alistair, it's your turn now.
I'm running low on my spell sheet.
Understood, I think we all are.
I know what I want to do. I feel like it's just going to hurt me again.
Do it. You have the inspiration, brother.
I've got flanking here, so we're gonna try it.
We believe in you.
Alright. That hits, though.
Wait, fuck. Okay, it does. Sorry, on my screen, I didn't see the 17.
It does hit.
Okay. Comes the damage.
A mighty amount of damage at that. As you guys watch, Alistair's pistol it burns a red laser-like hole 1 inch in diameter that goes straight through the Frost Maiden and actually melts some of the ice in her throne. As it hits the wall on the side and begins to drain, she looks up, clutching the spot. Clever, but it will not save you.
And gonna give her flamethrower. 16.
She fails.
14 fire damage right to the face.
Alistair, as you expend this fire damage, you guys watch as the legs of the Frostmaiden begin to melt as she accumulates in this slush. No! It's impossible! Alistair, how do you want to do this?
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! With a blast of fire from my flamethrower, I just want to engulf her body in flames, and the final burst of fire just go right through her throat, severing her head from her burning body.
Well done, Alistair. As she melts, and Rory, you fall out of the ice crystal as the concentration fails. Alistair, you look around, and you see 6 spiders heading your way. Is your turn over?
Unless you'll let me pick up her head.
It's just complete slush.
Alright, I'm just gonna...
Does Alistair drop
my
dead
foot.
right there?
I'm stomping my foot in the slush and giving it a splash as I'm ready for the next fight.
Glenn is gonna hold his action, and as he does so, we begin the spiders' turns. As they each crawl in, invisible to the rest of you, they're going to stop here.
I can see him. Is that okay?
Yes, it is indeed. And with that, they all drop. And as they drop, they decloak. Actually, these two, they're gonna stay put. As they drop, they decloak. And in front of all of you, you see these spiders. The first one is gonna turn, biting Glenn. It misses. These two, however, spooking Markham Southwell and Trovis, are gonna begin biting them. One hits. The other one, which is actually right here, hits us. Well, actually misses. As it's gonna hit Markham. Oof. Markham Southwell taking a massive amount of damage as the venom courses through his veins, falls to his knees. And he is unconscious. And with that, the next two, with only you to strike Erland. Erland, does a 14 hit?
I believe it misses. It
Alright.
matches.
If it matches, it
It
hits.
does.
Erland, roll me a Constitution saving throw. As from the bite alone, you take 8 points of piercing damage. And with your Constitution throw, you bulk your muscle as you watch your veins repel the venom, but you do still take 8 piercing, as we will begin Aurilas's turn.
Okay. Oh my god, this is a shit show.
That was fun.
Let me see what I can do. It's all I can do. It's all I need. Bonus action. Pull Lashana next to Larry or above. You know, safer. So she doesn't need to roll. So 5 yards away, 5 feet. So one square up for Lashana.
Okay.
That's telekinetic for you. And I'm gonna start the round strong.
Wait,
with the
what do you
green-
want to do with Lashana? I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna telekinetic push or pull her 5 feet north.
Okay.
And since it's a forced movement that she allows,
Yes.
they don't get opportunity attack.
That is right.
So that's that. So alpha male points right there. And I'm gonna take my Shadow Blade as my action. I'm gonna attack with a green flame blade cantrip. So Shadow Blade damage and to hit. Elven accuracy, 25 to hit for 18 damage on this one.
Very nice.
And green flame blade is triggered. So he takes another 3, so 18 plus 3 equals 21. On the
Nice.
north one, 21 north, and the south one is gonna take 12.
Uh-oh.
And then I fireball the room.
With that, don't worry, I'll fix that very quickly. With that, how much does the second one take?
Just 12, yeah. So
Alright.
top one, 21, south, 12.
Good to know.
That's
good
my
to know.
first attack.
Very nice.
And then second attack. On the north one still. He's still alive, correct?
That is correct.
Elven accuracy, 23 to hit for 15 damage on the north one again.
Oh my gosh. How do you want to do this?
I'm cutting through the head and I'm turning around to make sure Lashana is okay. It's like, and that's
As you watch the mandibles stretch open and the body lay limp, venom leaking from its icy fangs, the one to the north is dead, even though it doesn't look like it. And the one to the south, you dealt 15 damage in total, right?
12.
12, thank you for that. Things
I
are
found
messed
their
up.
weakness. Without their heads, they're powerless.
I'm just gonna delete that one as it explodes in a ray of fire. And the other two are badly hurt. We're just gonna replace these tokens. There we go. With that, it's your turn over. Alright, Rez, as you watch this, these spiders form in front of you out of nowhere. What do you want to do?
Okay, so I'm gonna run up between Larry, Auralis, and Lashana. I can't select my token for some reason.
The whole world is dying. Where do you want to put him? There we
I
go.
got it.
Thank God.
Yeah, so once I get here, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame at this one.
Okay. Alright. Is that the one to the south or the east?
The one further east.
Okay.
And then I am going to say, get up, Southwell. Your business is not over. And I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word. And Rory, Larry, Lashana, Southwell, Provis, and Auralis will all get this healing.
Okay. For whatever reason, Sacred Flame is dealt as a healing spell right now. If they survive the save, do they take half damage?
Let me double check.
I think they might actually. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if they take. Yeah, for whatever reason, my Sacred Flame, the one that it's putting out, is really jacked up.
That's all right. Since they survived the saving throw, they take no damage.
Yeah, I think that's how it goes.
All right, roll for
But
healing.
then, yeah, and then healing. 1d.
All right. Bestowing an olive branch to the NPCs. We love to see it.
Yeah, so Trovis, Southwell, Lashana, Larry, and Auralis and Rory all get 10 hit points.
All right.
And that is going to be my turn.
Well done. As they are all healed suddenly, Rory, it's your turn.
Rory's turn. Rory feels slightly better and less cold. So this thing still up, you still up, you still up. Your spiders did not like hang off the roof, right?
They've landed.
Okay. Gonna grab my javelin and just like aim at its head and just throw it at him. Ooh, miss.
As the javelin arcs overhead, it misses.
Gonna, with my bonus action, gonna swing my spiritual weapon at him.
Alright, that hits. 12 force damage onto that creature.
And my turn.
As you watch that spiritual weapon arc through with a yellow divine aura around it, it strikes into the spider and cracks its carapace. As it's hurt now, that ends your turn. On initiative count 1, Lashana, Southwell, and Trovis begin their turns. Trovis and Southwell are going to be wailing on to the spiders in front of them as Markham looks over. Now's the time! Trovis is going to miss both of his, but Markham Southwell lands, dealing 12 damage onto the spider. Lashana is going to use Flame Strike on the same one. Firebolt, rather. 23 to hit. And with that, 26 damage onto one spider as it crumbles back, but still alive. This one here is very, very hurt. Larry, it is now your turn.
Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm gonna do my hammer on this one. Is that one pretty hurt?
Yeah, the two in front of you are really hurt, but the auras are a little missed.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my hammer at that one first. It's 14 hit?
It does indeed.
Yes. Okay, and then my second one is gonna go over here.
Alright. As you throw your hammer towards the first, it breaks its skull and dies in a spray of green venom and blue blood. As you bring it back, you swing the second, and as it makes contact with the creature... How do you want to do this?
Ooh, an explosion of fire and ice.
As they both explode, leaking green venom and blue blood, their bodies soon dissipate from this realm.
Next, Erwin is going to attack this one here. And let's see how that goes.
Unfortunately, not an advantage.
Not gonna do it, but he's in a good place. And then I'm going to kind of get my booty over here by Captain Davies.
Alright.
Where I will end my turn.
Now, with your turn over, Erland, what would you like to do?
I am going to step back 5 feet and I'm going to cast another guiding bolt on this back one. Oh, goodness gracious.
As it shakes the roof. Make sure to take off the spell slot. What else would you like to do?
And then I'm gonna use Healing Word and scream over at Speaker Southwell. I hope you're feeling better soon. Good job taking out the guys. Yeah.
Thank you, old friend.
And then I'm gonna use my chalice, which is still active, and get 4 back for myself.
Alright. Is that your turn?
It does.
Alistair, as a shiver runs up your spine as these creepy, crawling, giant phase spiders lurk in front of you. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna step down here in front of them. Let's see, on this first one, I'm gonna do Oh Reliable Dragon's Breath.
That hits.
I will. That hits?
It does indeed.
Okay, so that's going to be that, and then I'll roll my extra d8.
Alright.
Fire damage.
With 14 fire damage, you watch as the shot is expelled from the arquebus, and the spiders begin dancing on their feet as their hands are licking into the fire. As they take that damage, what else do you want to do?
Then to double check. So, I'm going to use my flamethrower, which is a 15-foot cone, which I believe gets both of them. And that is going to be...
Alright. First one fails, and the second one succeeds. As the second one takes 4, the first one takes the full brunt of the fire damage. That first one in front, its shell is cooked, its mandibles curled up in black ash. It is barely clinging to life.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Thank God. Alistair, is your turn over?
I believe so. I don't think there's anything else I can do. So
Alright. In that case, it is the phase spider's turn. With that, you watch as these first 2 in front of you, Alistair, blink out of existence. After a while, you stand there watching. They reappear right here. As they creep up, this first one is going to actually climb in between the 2 and try and attack. Rez, a 20 hits.
Yeah.
Make me a Constitution saving throw. Rez, you take 10 slashing damage, and as you strengthen and flex your body, the venom does not make it into your bloodstream.
Woo!
The next one is going to begin an attack on Trovis. With that missing, at advantage even, the last one's going to get its attack in. And that hits.
Bitch.
With that, Trovis is going to take... Oh.
Does a 15 hit?
Oh, there we go.
Because I cutting words and rolled a 1.
Oh, you did?
Does a 15 hit?
It does not. And with that, the spikes just land on the back of his leather carapace and do nothing. Up next is Glenn. Glenn is going to run to the south. He's going to stab this one twice. They both hit. And with that, flaming his way through, Glenn eviscerates this spider, which bursts in flame, and as the light dissipates, it is gone. Auril, it is now your turn.
Okay.
gonna grab Southwell, pull him back up again. One shot, one square. And I'm gonna go in and take his place. So bring him north. My Southwell buddy.
Auril is just throwing.
All right.
Just throwing people.
He really is. And with that, where does Markham Southwell end up?
One shot north.
All right.
Pulling him back to safety. Hold on, I think you did something. Okay. Yeah, just one square.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
I'm not a Jedi, just a wizard.
Sure, sure.
And I'm gonna attack with the Shadow Blade. First attack, Booming Blade. With level 3 Shadow Blade. 11 accuracy, 24 to hit for 20 psychic.
That is.
And on top of that, the Booming Blade spell, so 25 total damage.
And which spider is that on? The one on the right or the one on the left?
The left one.
Alright. As you deal that massive amount of damage, as you guys watch black currents of evil arcana ripping through this insect. It is low on health, eking out blood from its back and abdomen, but it is still alive.
I'm gonna say I think I can finish it. And the Booming Blade attack for my second attack. 11 accuracy, 26 to hit for 15 psychic.
How do you want to do this?
I'll try to cut the head clean off.
As you do so, the head falls, venom and blue blood coagulate, and just like the rest, it phases from view.
And I'll cover Southwell, moving one square there to block it, and that is my turn.
With that, Auril, we go to Rez's turn. What would you like to do, Rez?
I'm gonna cast a Sacred Flame on this move. And I think I finally fixed it.
Alright. Now, is that a dexterity save?
Yeah, DC 16 dex save. If they succeed, it's no damage.
Natural 20.
Yeah, fuck. And then I'll move around and that'll be my turn.
Alright. With your turn over, Rory, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
1, 2, 3, that's 50 feet away. I'm gonna run and hop on the spider, on its back. It has 8 eyes, right?
It does indeed.
Alright, I'm gonna put both of my fist, punch into both sides of the eyes, see to cause a disadvantage, if that exists or it works.
It works.
Alright, should I roll for strength or athletic?
Don't even need to roll, it just works. I'll give it to you this time. No, you know what? Make an attack with your mace.
My mace?
Well, he said he was doing unarmed. He said he was just punching her.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm giving him some help this time.
He's double fisting the spider.
I'll take away your proficiency, but we'll just see if the fist lands. Yeah, roll your mace. And remember, this is reduced by 3, so don't celebrate too early.
I have a mace and there's a warhammer though.
Your warhammer hits, as that's just your strength modifier 17, and as you bring your hands down, breaking the eyes, you still see 6 more beneath it. But with that, I'll say you dealt 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Is there anything else you would like to do?
And then I'm gonna let my spiritual weapon jab into his mouth.
Alright, roll to hit. 5 points, my god. Beating up on this spider as it takes another 5 points at... Unable to throw you off, it is very hurt. Is that in your turn?
Yes, that ends my turn.
On one initiative, the NPCs get their bout. Markham Southwell, holding a broken arm, is gonna lean out. Landing both at advantage thanks to Rory. He eviscerates the spider, 15 damage. As it is holding on for dear life. Lashana begins. And so does Trovis. However, Lashana's gonna hit. Not dealing quite. But with Trovis's attacks as well, Lashana's hit blows this creature's head off as it slides to the ground and dies. It disappears. Standing around, you guys see no other enemies. As you guys stand alone in this frigid, icy domain. What would you like to do?
Is that it? Are we done?
Should we have Orly look around the corridors and I don't know. This something smells fishy. Fishy.
I can't believe we've done it. You've finally done it.
Let's inspect her, the corpse, and make sure she's whatever she is. She's dead or something.
Alistair would like to drop
Is
to
there
his
a
knees
window outside?
in the puddle.
There is not. And as a matter of fact, as you guys know, since you entered on the ground floor where those stairs go up, you guys are currently inside of the mountain that the tower was atop. Orly, looking around, and all of you sharing this moment of ostensible peace. I need a perception check. Orly at advantage.
Me too for Orly.
I was muted, goddammit. I'm gonna cast Healing Word just to heal the 6 members of the crewmate.
Alright, go ahead and cast the spell. Only one creature is healed by Healing Word. Who do you want it to be?
Only one?
Yeah, you're thinking
Yeah,
of...
mine is because it's masculine word.
That's right, you're thinking of Prayer of Healing, I believe, Rory.
Yes, yes. How did I misclick? I thought I clicked no.
It will take a while to cast. But you can do it if you wish.
Yeah, Healing Word.
Okay, just Healing Word then? Who do you want it to be on?
Wait. Yes, Prayer of Healing. I keep reading the wrong thing.
That's okay. Prayer of Healing, though, will take 10 minutes.
Now we sit. I guess we're going to sit here for 10 minutes.
If you
We
wish.
should all take a short rest.
I'm good with that. I'll work on Erwin.
Alright. As you guys sit
Oh.
down there, you guys get 7 minutes into the Prayer of Healing before Alistair. And Larry, you don't have time to cast it just yet. You don't have just enough time.
Dang it!
Actually,
Can we search her
It's
body
instant.
first?
are you using Mending?
Yeah.
Then it would heal him to full. What was your question or less?
Can we search the body before anything else happens?
Yes, and there is nothing there. Just melted ice and slush. Alistair, 7 minutes go by, and you look up, seeing another crystal as it heads its way down. The door to the south and the door to the north suddenly spling open as the dwarvish runes disappear and a laugh emanates. You didn't think we were finished yet, did you?
Of course.
As this very infinitesimally small geode comes to a close right in the center of the room, it will roll initiative. Rory, as you went through your turn, it is now Larry's turn. Larry, you see this very small ice crystal, just like the one that enraptured Rory, zipping around in the sky before you.
pause. I thought I'm still casting the healing
I
spell.
want to throw
You
my
are,
hammer
but it's not
at
your
it.
turn.
Okay.
Go ahead, Larry.
I can throw my hammer at it?
Yes. It's very small, though.
Let's see. Dang it!
It's a miss.
Can't throw it again?
Yes, you can.
Nah. Dang it!
A
So
miss
3
again.
minutes, would that be
Uh,
3 turns?
Abode.
Mine is going
Yes,
to
it would be
look
3
here
turns.
And
Okay.
hold a can he like hold like a deflect attack if it tries? Huh?
It's his reaction, so he doesn't need
Yeah,
to hold
that's
it.
true. That's true. But he can't reach it, can he?
Unfortunately, he cannot. It is 10 feet in the air.
Okay.
Actually, he
Well-
could, but he would have to go under it.
I don't want that. I'll just wait and see if it touches me and then deflect.
All right, is your turn over?
Yes.
Erlon, is your turn.
Okay. Okay.
And you're still blessed, by the way.
I am going to get off ruler. And I'm going to step down here by Rory. Actually, I'm going to take that back 1 step. And then I'm going to cast. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. What do I lose, right? Oh, that's supposed to be higher level. Damn it.
It's all right. What level do you want to cast it at?
3rd.
All right. Go ahead and add the correct amount of damage then, because it hits.
Copy that.
As you guys watch this guiding bolt blast into the side of this icy shard, lets out a shriek. No. Felled by mere mortals. I can't end like this.
Okay, so / roll. Oh,
All right.
15.
15 points of damage on the first turn. Does that end your turn?
It does.
Up next, Alistair Davies.
Okay. You know what? Fuck it. We're trying it again.
I think this is the correct course of action. Pew! Even with advantage, the ice shard moves out of the way of the slow-moving laser beam.
I would like to add my D4.
Okay, roll a d4. Misses.
How much is Bardic
Do you
Inspiration?
still have the inspiration?
He does.
It's a D8.
Okay.
Come on.
That hits.
This better be worth it. 15 radiant damage.
15 radiant damage, burrowing a hole as you guys watch the entirety of the shard glow red and absorb the damage. Is that your turn?
It does not, and you know it. Dex 16.
All right. She fails, and she will choose to succeed.
Well, then she takes half.
There you go. Now, let me check. Alright. Did you cast thunder damage at any point?
Me?
Yeah, I thought you did for some
No.
reason. No? Okay, good to know. Is that in your turn?
Unless casting thunder damage would have been good in this case. Yes, I do.
Just wondering. If that ends your turn, it will now
That
be
ends my turn.
Glenn's turn. Glenn is going to run under this creature and jump up with his tippy toes to smack it with his rapier. As he runs up, piercing the bottom, he misses. And as he does it again, another miss. He just cannot seem to stab at this point in space leering above him. And as the Frost Maiden laughs hysterically, she is going to use one legendary action. And you guys watch like a laser beam. Bzz, it fires off directly at you, Alistair. That hits with a 31. Alistair, you take 9 cold damage, reduced to 5. Orlas, it is now your turn.
Fine.
He's 10 feet in the air.
She is.
Okay.
But I will say directly under her, because you are a tall creature yourself with 5 foot of reach, you could strike.
And if I'm on the side as well, correct?
Not the side, it'd be farther away.
6 feet, 8 feet, okay. Then I'm going to take a run, and I'm going to do a running jump over Glenn's knee.
All
'Cause
right.
I feel he's in a battle stance. His knees are sticking out,
Sure.
and he's a thick boy. He's got the legs. So I'm going to do my little running jump, and then I guess be in the air, and I'll go for my 2 swipes in the air.
There you go. Make them.
Okay, so it's been did we take it's been 8 minutes since last fight, correct? You said?
Correct.
I think you did, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so as I'm running, I'm going to use in my bonus action to summon my very last level 3 Shadow Blade, and I'm gonna do my running jump. Do I make any roll for that? Is that a challenge, or is it a regular?
Not for you. I'll say with Glenn there you could do it. If it was just you, I would make you make an acrobatics check to leap, but instead it doesn't. Just go ahead with your 2 attacks.
Gotcha. First attack is gonna have a booming blade cantrip again to lock it into place if I can. So first attack, 11 accuracy, 22 to hit for 11 psychic.
The 22 hits.
Booming blade is going to add 8 thunder damage.
All right.
Thunder damage.
With that,
Do
you
I
guys
die?
watch as its force shake and it begins to shatter and crack in odd places. How much damage is that in total?
19. With amongst that, there's 8.
Thunder damage.
Yes, there is.
If she moves, she's gonna take 7.
Thunder damage.
And as I'm going down, I'm gonna take my second swipe before I'm going down.
All right.
For 26 to hit.
It does indeed.
And just 9 there, psychic.
All right. As you deal your full turn in damage, does that end your turn?
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right. Ooh, what just happened? I'm so confused. There we go. All right. At the start of her turn, you guys watch as she begins exuding this blue mist, almost like a white dress that coats her body and begins flowing down to the ice where she's hovering above.
If she goes down, she's gonna take the 7.
Oh, she doesn't move. It's just the coating of the spell.
Okay.
And it doesn't even need to roll. Aha, I see. Alright. So. Okay. Orlas, Glenn, Larry, and Rory, you're not quite close enough, but Larry, Glenn, and Auril, you both take 10 points of cold damage, reduced to 5 if you're resistant, as she begins her turn. Staying still and not moving, she is going to use Polar Ray once. That's a 20. And the other time, that's a 31. Does the 31 hit you, or less? You take 19 points of cold damage. The second one sprays back, and you guys watch as Speaker Trovis kneels at the waist. As he drops, taking 13 damage, you guys hear a laugh. Come, my minions, serve your master. And on her turn, to your north, you guys hear the rattling of bones as a frost giant skeleton enters the fray. As he's gonna get to right here when his turn ends, we will go with Rez's turn.
Fuck. You know, I was saving this for a bit later, but I think now we'll have to do. Larry, prepare for whatever this is, and I smack my hands together and hold them apart, and as I do, Larry's tail shoots out from behind her, massive. Her legs beef up, her torso gets huge, her arms shrink in, and her head becomes this massive thing, and all of a sudden there's this giant Tyrannosaurus Rex as I cast Polymorph on Larry. And I'll send you the stat block.
Of course.
I'm beautiful.
Funny part is her face is about the same.
If my character sheet would load.
Are you willing, Larry? I assume so.
Oh, 100%.
And since you are level 8, that would work. Alright.
And that's my turn. Actually, I'm gonna move, but I gotta send Alex this description first.
Look at that. And that ends your turn, you said?
I'm gonna go there, and that's my turn.
Alright. As this massive creature bearing Larry's scale color appears, we will go to Rory's turn. Now, Rory, it has only been 8 minutes. You will still need to use 2 more turns to cast this spell, and it will cast on the second turn. So, do you want to keep casting this, or do you want to break concentration?
I'll say keep casting because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of the team members can receive heals.
That's right. Now, Larry.
I'm like 80% done already, so.
That's right, you're close. So, with that, do you want to... Well, you can't move, you're casting the spell. Larry, it's your turn in your T-Rex form. Now, you haven't had a lot of time to get used to it, but you have a bite and a tail attack. Which would you like to use?
Also, please roll her.
I am gonna go ahead and approach. I'm gonna approach the giant skeleton. And I'm gonna bite him.
All right.
Try to rip into his bony whatever he is.
All right then.
What do I roll for that?
Don't worry. You want to bite him?
I want to bite him.
Go ahead and roll me a d20 plus 10, please. All right, 19 hits.
Okay.
Now I want you to roll 4d12, and I will add 7. 34 points of damage onto the skeleton as you rip out its radius bone, its arm now much thinner.
And is that all I can do on my turn?
You can make another attack if you wish.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him with my tail as well.
Alright.
So another d20.
Another d20. And this is going to be plus 10 as well. That hits as well. Go ahead and roll 3d12. Sorry, 3d8. 3d8. Alright, plus 7. 21 more damage. As you whap into the side of his leg, it crumbles in as his joint almost pops out. Does that end your turn?
Yes, it does.
And a crazy turn at that. With that, Erland, it is now your turn. As you can see from the south, there appears to be another frost skeleton waiting.
From the south?
There is. Actually, he would be right here by this point.
Okay, I am going... I'm going to cast Wall of Fire again for my second and final time. This time, I want it to be a circle around Rory.
Okay. Just closing in tight to her?
Not really. I think it says on the spell sheet, it says 20 feet high, 1 foot thick, or a ringed wall up to 20 feet in diameter. So I'll just do the 20 feet in diameter.
Alright.
20 feet high and 1 foot thick.
Alright, 20 feet in diameter, centered right on her. Is this correct?
Right on Rory.
Alright. Aurelas, make me a dexterity
sorry.
saving throw, please.
I wouldn't do that.
Good point.
Yeah, let's go like between Rory and Urlas and Trovis and stuff.
Okay, I'll say we can manage.
Like right here.
Yeah, around Trovis and Rory. Boom, right there.
Okay, cool.
With that, does that end your turn?
It does.
Alright. Alistair, it is now your turn. The Frost Maiden is here, and you do see the giant to your north and south. What would you like to do?
In this third form of Frost Maiden, are they made of crystal?
That's a good question. No.
Are they made of any sort of inorganic material?
Yes, but they are not a construct.
Doesn't matter, just needs to be inorganic material.
I'm not sure if it is. Is ice inorganic material?
I would say
ice is
so.
organic.
I will allow this.
Ice should be inorganic since it's not from an organism.
I will allow this.
So. Alright, so I'm going to cast Shatter, and this would mean they would have disadvantage on the saving throw. I'm going to cast it kind of like over on this side of them here, so as to try and not hit my allies, if at all possible.
Alright, go ahead and cast Shatter.
And that is going to be 8 points of thunder damage.
Now, unfortunately, she has advantage on all saves, but this is good. It's just going to be a flat roll. Which she, unfortunately, fails.
Alright, that's going to be 8 thunder damage.
As 8 points of thunder damage rack her body, you watch as the Geo drifts and almost falls before going back upright. Cruel trick, but I have some of my own. And she's going to respond with a polar blast. Alright. Oh, my bad. With that, Alistair. Does a 17... Sorry. Yes, does a 17 hit?
It does not.
Alright, as that does not work, it is now Glenn's turn. Glenn is gonna try...
finish my
Oh, I'm sorry.
turn.
My bad, my bad. Go ahead.
I still have my bonus action. Can you guess it? It's a flamethrower.
Alright. She succeeds.
That's 2 points of fire damage.
Does that in your turn?
That does in my turn.
Sorry about that. Just want to go as fast as possible. Glenn's gonna go ahead. Miss. Natural 20 as Glenn comes up and from underneath deals 19 from the rapier and 17 from the fire. So he's gonna back out at the end of his turn. The Frost Maiden is almost down for the count. And that ends his turn. Auralas, as you've witnessed this feat of dexterity, Glenn kind of cocking his eye at you and winking in return. What would you like to do?
Very well done, my Glen friend. I think you've tenderized it. I can go through, I think. And I'm gonna do another bit of a jump. And I'll do the same. I'll go with a level 3 Booming Blade attack with Booming Blade on it. So, Elven Accuracy. Lousy. It does 18 hit because I got a D4.
No.
19. 19 does not hit?
No.
Then that's my Booming Blade for you. And as my second attack, I'll do my 23 to hit.
That is?
13 psychic damage.
Alright, with 13 psychic, Auril. No! Winter will last forever! And with that, is that your turn?
I have a bonus action. There's not a lot I can do. Feeling she could fucking explode. Man. Okay, do I have any knowledge or information or feedback or feeling that she could do like those Mythics did?
Make an Arcana check.
Love it. I'll go with disadvantage because I'm exhausted. Did I take it? Okay. 9.
You're not sure?
Then I'm gonna still do it because I want to live. I'm going to bonus action Misty Step in front of Lashana. And that's my turn.
Alright, with that, Auril at the end of your turn is going to use her legendary action to cast Blinding Gleam. As she does so, I need a Wisdom saving throw from Alistair and Erland. Wait, and Auralas too.
Wisdom?
That's right. All three of you become blinded until the start of your next turn as this light flashes. Glenn is going to as well. He fails as well as all four of you are now blinded. Auril is going to fly away. As she does so, going above Erwin's head, she activates Booming Blade. How much damage is that?
I failed my attack.
But you still had it from your first attack.
Yeah, it dispelled if it didn't move.
Good to know. As she gets to here, a fog layer begins to spread around her in a 30-foot radius, coating her in dense darkness as she is going to slam a polar ray. 29 hits your Tyrannosaurus form, Larry, as does a 22. I'll keep track of this, Larry, so you don't have to. You take 25 damage against 136, making your new total 121 health for the T-Rex, and that is going to end her turn.
Did Erwin and Glenn get opportunity attacks whenever she...
Glenn was blinded and Erwin was not close enough, but when she flew up, she went over him.
Okay.
With that, however, it is now going to be the Frost Giant's turn. As this one's going to wind up with advantage. Larry, a 27 is going to hit your Tyrannosaurus form, and you take 19 slashing, putting your new T-Rex form at 102 health. He's going to go again. Multi-attack. Ooh, a 12 barely misses, but a 19, he does have advantage. 19 more. Your new health is 81 for your T-Rex form, and he's going to end his turn. As he does, this skeleton's going to move up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As he moves here, Erland, are you blinded? Erland, are you blinded?
It's unclear if it's
Yes.
a yes or no.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Alright. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
I forgot your AC, and the 18 does too. With 2 mighty attacks, Erland, 21 damage from the first, and 15 from the second. You are unconscious. And that's gonna end their turns. Rez, it's your turn.
For my main action, I'm going to hut a sacred flame at the Frost Giant, attacking Larry.
Alright.
No Fruit Loops here.
He's got to make a dex save.
Thank you for that. I promise the spell's gonna land eventually. Just not this time, as he succeeds.
I move next to Auril and say, "Oh, well, this isn't going quite the way I thought it would." And I cast Mass Healing Word. And I hit Erland, Provis, Southwell, Larry,
Is that gonna bleed or might we fall?
Lashana, and Captain Davies. Let me roll that real quick.
It's not going to have any effect on me.
That's right. So instead it'll go towards Auril.
All right. Roll for the health. Okay.
That should be 9.
All right. Did you include Markham?
Yes.
Well, you rolled
So
a.
it should be-
Well, why
it
should it be 9?
9 points. Because it's plus 8. Because it's my spellcasting ability modifier plus my proficiency, which is 5 plus 3.
It just says plus your spell casting ability modifier on the spell sheet.
Okay. Well, yeah, fuck. Then, yeah.
Yep, just 6. All right.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Go
But
ahead.
everyone who got that got... So, Erland, Provis, Southwell, Lashana, Auril,
All right.
and Larry all get 6 points of healing.
Thank you for that. Saving us all. Erland, you come alive as your breath fills with lungs and you see this lumbering skeleton with dark blue eyes standing over you. Rory, it's been 9 minutes. Your next turn, you will cast it. Do you want to keep going?
Is anyone dying? I don't think so. I feel like I can keep it going.
Alright, you want to keep going then. Larry, it's T-Rex form, what are you doing?
Okay, so I did read that I can't hit the same creature twice. So I'm going to turn towards the ice crystal, and as I do, I'm gonna whip the frost giant with my tail.
Poof, as you smash into the frost giant, go ahead and roll a d20. That
Poop.
hits.
That hit. Does hit. And that was 3d8.
That's right.
Yes.
All right, 17 damage. Okay, I'm going to reduce that from the other attack, and although you did damage, the second attack will be negated. What else do you want to do?
And then I want to bite the ice crystal.
All right, as you lumber up, Auril's form right in your eyes. Go ahead with your bite attack. All right, now as a T-Rest, you are a huge beast, which means you can stay in his range of attack while you move at the same time.
That's amazing.
A 13 plus 10, a 23, that hits. Go ahead and roll 4d12 plus 7. As you guys watch, Larry grabs the ice crystal in her mouth. Larry, how do you want to do this?
Oh, I just want to crunch it right in half.
As you guys watch Larry begin crunching and crunching this giant shard in her mouth, as it opens, you hear, "The winter! No! My leg is..." And as she tries to say that word, the ice crystal suddenly, whoop, poof, and as it detonates, Larry, in your form, you take 55 points of ice damage that filters in and blows up. I'm going to calculate that in your dinosaur as it is still standing. Alright. Is that your turn, Larry?
Yes, it is.
Erlon, with 6 HP, what do you want to do?
Muted.
Erlon, you're muted.
Muted, buddy.
I'm gonna be laying there on my back, and I'm just gonna look around and say, no one's too close.
There's still a giant, I think.
What?
The giant, it's biting Larry.
There's also the giant harrying you.
Yeah,
Yes, there is.
on me.
Joe did not notice that.
There's two. There's two.
Question, can I crawl 5 feet, like this way?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave.
As you do so, it needs to make a Constitution save. As you spread your arms and legs from your back, it fails, taking 5 damage and push 10 feet away. What else would you like to do?
And that'll end my turn.
All right,
Probably anything else.
Alistair, as you see this, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna take a shot at this giant back here.
As you do so, Alistair, what are you making the shot with?
That is going to be my Dragon's Breath.
As you bring up the arquebus level, you feel a shiver go up your back and your hands begin to flake as you look down at your sweaty palms as color returns to your skin. As you are no longer undead and you are no longer resistant to frost, make me a Constitution saving throw as well. With that, Alistair, you have 1 point of exhaustion in this new space.
I would like to add 4 to my saving throw.
Okay. In that case, you manage to grit it out just long enough as pools of blood begin to form at your chest. You fire the shot, and it hits. Roll for damage. 12 damage, sailing over your head as you're still chomping on the Frost Maiden Larry. 12 damage is inflicted on this creature. Do you roll another d8 with that?
I do. +7.
28. Good job. Actually, just 19. I don't know how my math is that bad. What else would you like to do?
And then I'll follow it up with all reliable. It will come through.
Alright, well that definitely hits. Oh, that's just your cannon. Okay, no save necessary. It slams into the side of the giant and breaks his ram helmet off the top of his head. As he picks his head up, Ferris' blue eyes look out over you all. Is that in your turn?
That does in my turn.
Up next is Glenn. Glenn's going to move 5, 10, 15 feet. And staring at the frost giant, he is going to cast... It's not in the sheet, but he will cast Compel Duel on the frost giant skeleton. Frost giant skeleton is going to make a wisdom save. And as he fails, he's going to be marching towards Glenn, who has used his action to cast. He will end his turn there. Auril, what would you like to do?
Okay, I just want to read one thing really fast. If you drop or throw, dissipates at the end of the turn. Bonus action to reappear. Okay, no good. Then, as Glenn did compel a duel, do I feel like the giant on the south felt compelled enough to get the bait?
You do indeed.
Does he look like Glenn like steak?
Oh yes, they're standing eye to eye with their weapons by their side, wringing their hands along the shafts of each.
Okay, and the ring of fire, is it burning outwards or inwards?
Well, the ring of fire is it's just on the band, so if you go in or out, it's still going to affect you.
But if I go around it, it doesn't burn?
No, if you don't enter within that 20 feet diameter, you're fine.
Okay, then I'll get ready. I'll brace for impact 30 feet here, and then as my bonus action, I'm gonna get Elrond pushed away from Glenn and me. So I'm gonna telekinetically push him northeast. Yeah. That's
right.
Movement and bonus action. And as my action, I'm going to throw the Shadow Blade once.
Alright, as you kinetically push Erlon, he slides on the ground like a hockey puck, rotating as he does so. What else would you like to do?
I'm gonna throw the blade.
That misses.
I still have, because of dim light and Shadow Blade, Elven Accuracy advantage.
Oh, that's right.
Such a cheat. 25 to hit for 14 psychic damage.
That lands.
I hope it didn't disturb the beast, aiming for Glenn. And that's my turn. Oh, actually, no. I cannot do any of that because I'm blinded. I just saw my token little thingy. Is that
No,
correct?
it says it's supposed to be you're blinded until your next turn.
Okay.
Yes.
Then I'm good.
He makes a natural 20 on his wisdom save, and as the compelled duel ends, it will be Rez's turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna huck a sacred flame at the one behind Larry.
Alright, hey, might work eventually, you never know.
Oh, come on, please.
Sorry, but that
Well,
is a 1.
bitch.
He fails.
Yes, okay, never mind. I don't cutting words.
12 points of radiant damage as you watch the sinew and the coagulated blood in his bones evaporate like OxyClean on a stainless steel sink. And as his bright bones are shining through, this skeleton is clinging to life.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright. Rory, as one has shown in the initiative counter, you cast the spell. Who are you targeting with 19 healing points?
To make 6 remembers would be Rez, Erlon, Glenn, Aralas, and Larry.
Alright, let me make sure Larry is in view.
That was 19.
19. Alright, Larry is too far away to be healed.
Then goes to myself.
Would you like to heal Alistair as well?
Did I say something? I remember I did.
Alright, Alistair, Glenn, Erland, Aralas, and
Could I
Rez.
also drop the? Could I drop the wall of fire now that Rory is back, even though it's not my turn?
I will say so.
Did I get that healing?
I'll say so.
Cool.
Unfortunately, Rez, you're too far away.
Oh, Rez is too far away.
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry, I meant Larry. No, Rez, you get the healing.
And how much was it?
19.
Back at max, baby.
That's right. Now I accidentally skipped over the Frost Giant turns, so we'll just do that now. This one is going to give a great axe attack. Oof. A 16 hits on your dinosaur form. It takes it down to only 2 health. And Larry, as your dragon form has 2 health, the giant, destroyed and hurt, is going to bring his cracked bones up, and as he brings his axe down into a natural 20, Larry, you take 52 points of bludgeoning damage. Sorry, slashing damage. That cuts...
Carry over?
Yes, that drops you down from your dragon form, and as you're dropped from your dragon form, the rest of that damage, it's more than your maximum. You are unconscious. Let me look something up here really quick.
It's if it drops her. It's if the total drops her below like negative what her max is in one hit.
Yeah, so she's safe, I think. She needs to take
You're right.
15.
You're right.
She needs to take 100.
She had 24 HP left after that hit. Sorry, 30. And with a 56, your dinosaur and yourself are obliterated. With that, Larry, it is now this other Frost Giant's turn. He's gonna come up, and as he does so, untethered by the compelled duel, he's going to attack you once, Erlon. That's an 11. As he misses you, Erlon, he's going to turn back around at the creature that hit him. And Aralas, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Do I check if he hits me first? No.
No, you need to make a Constitution saving throw as he looks right at you and his blue eyes affixed to yours.
Nope, no good. 4.
Oh. Orlas, as he stares directly into your soul, you feel blood in the marrow of your spine, and you take this deep, wrenching 32 points of cold damage.
I'm resistant, so 16?
You're resistant to cold?
Yeah, I got fire shield still on.
Okay, yeah, 16 points.
I'm hurt though.
You are. And Larry, I need you to GM roll me your death saving throw.
I'm sorry. I think I missed something. Did I get hit?
Nope.
Okay. Oh yeah, no. You missed. That's right.
I did. Alright, Larry, thank you for that. And Erlon, it is your turn.
Well, Erlond is going to. Let me see. Hang on, I gotta figure distance out real fast. Okay, Erlond is going to run up right here. Fire his light crossbow, which we haven't seen in a long time.
Alright, who's that directed at?
The frost giant directly
to the north.
North.
Erlon, how do you want to do this?
I just want to be running up to Larry, and as I'm running, pull that out, pop him, and make it up to Larry. Get right to Larry's side, and I'm gonna use my potion of healing on Larry.
Alright, as that falls down and all around the bones accumulate, you would need an action to use that potion.
Aw, dang. Okay, well, I'll use it next round. Cool.
Good to know.
That ends my turn.
Alistair, what would you like to do? And I should say, Alistair, from that heal, you watch as the blood pooling from your chest rescinds in your body, and you are back to your normal self. You might be muted.
Can you not hear me?
I can now, Okay.
Decisions.
Good old trusty Dragon's Breath.
Alright. That misses.
Would I not have flanking advantage because?
Oh
of
yeah,
wireless?
good point. Yeah, that hits.
Then I will also roll my extra damage.
Alright.
12 in total.
As that massive flame burst chars the bones on his rib cage, what else would you like to do?
Oh, about all I can do. Old reliable.
Alright. Well, that hits. 17 points of force damage blow off his metatarsals and the carpals on his foot as small bones ripple away. What else do you want to do?
I will then use my movement to join Erlon up here with Larry and be prepared to help if I can next turn.
Good turn. Glenn, using his old reliable rapier, he's gonna hit the creature twice. That's 13. Plus 14. 27 points of damage onto this creature as he pokes it twice. Fire igniting where the chard was and doing even more damage brings us to Aralas's turn.
Coming back.
Orlas is dropping the kids off at the pool right now. Oh, he's back. He's back.
Too much beer and tea makes a man run.
Too much beer and tea makes a man have to pee.
Yeah. Bonus action, grabbing back that nice shadow blade to me, and I'm gonna take my first attack at the giant with a booming blade attached on top of it. Elven accuracy, 22 to hit for
That is.
15 psychic, and the booming blade itself will be 4 thunder.
Thunder
And,
damage.
So yeah, 19 total damage on the hit. If it moves, if it's intelligent, it could feel it's gonna take a huge 13. And as my other attack, I'll slice again.
Alright.
19 to hit.
That is.
For 17 psychic.
Alright, a massive blow.
And that's all I
That
got.
is 3d8? Good lord.
Then to get my friend's advantage, I'm gonna get in there and prepare my little Rory's there. I'll dance around it to give those guys advantage if they strike. That's all I got.
Oh, you're gonna hate me for this, but... Oh no! Yeah. Oh no, you're not paralyzed anymore. You're good. Alright. So, as your turn is over, Rez, what would you like to do?
I'm going to run to Larry. And I'm going to cast Cure Wound.
Okay. With that, roll your health.
Larry gets 10 points of healing,
Larry,
and that'll be my turn.
as breath fills your lungs, you look up to see Erland, Alistair, and Rez surrounding you.
Are we dead?
Not quite.
Rory, seeing this giant in front of your friends, what do you want to do? Gasper, you are muted, by the way.
So my heal is successfully applied, and we have to beat this giant.
That's right.
Why am I drawing? Oh. So, let's see. This giant's low. I think I use all my spells before the long rest. Well, let me break its spine when I can. I'm gonna use my spiritual weapon to swing at its spine.
Alright, go ahead.
Did it hit?
Aren't they supposed to go after me?
I didn't do anything. Well, you just went. You just healed Rez.
Well, no, I mean, aren't the giants supposed to go after my turn?
Oh, no, I've been making them roll at initiative 1. But since it is Rory's turn, Rory, with 11 damage. How do you want to do this?
I'm gonna use my spiritual weapon to hit it on giant spine to see if I break it in half first.
Alright, as the spiritual weapon cracks the giant's spine, it folds over, lingering on the life. How do you finish it off?
To finish it off, I'm gonna walk up to it and collect his head.
Alright, as you guys watch Rory wrap her Goliath hands around and tug off the giant's head with a pop, the bones return to their natural inert state. And as you guys look around, victorious at the destruction of the Frost Maiden, you realize Alistair looks much different.
Hey, Alistair, it looks like you have some color to your cheeks again.
You look very comely today, Alistair.
We did it.
I think we
Free
did.
of that bastard Levistus.
Now let's get the hell out of here, huh?
Frost Maiden tastes weird.
Yeah, Larry, how are you doing?
I think I'm okay.
Yeah?
We should probably go.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Larry, it's very weird. In your dream,
That's
you were
weird.
growling like a T-Rex in your dream. That was super weird.
It was awesome.
Uh,
It was awesome.
Before we leave, Alistair's going to remember the stairs that went up. And Alistair would like to go up the tower and explore and look for things. Look for anything interesting, anything good, using Yellowbeard's seeing stone, looking for anything magical or special.
All right. As you guys
Earl
begin
wants
making
to search his mom.
Okay. As you guys begin making your way out now, I'll say you notice a few things. After the fog of war subsided, you guys can see down those wings where the spiders came, more runic doors have opened for you. And inside of them, you guys see the frozen bodies of many dwarves. Clad in dwarvish plate mail, Glenn seems to regard them with a certain animosity and friendliness that we will get to on next session. Alistair, as you and Erland begin ascending the tower, Erland, I need you to make me an investigation check at advantage.
I feel like crap and I can't perceive or investigate that well, but I would detect magic to help me out.
Alright. Erland, you don't find much, but snuggled away behind the throne of your mother, you find a book. Dark ashwood frame wrapped in the hide of a saber-toothed cat, with dark pages written in bright blue ink. You think that this is something of a manifold for the worshippers of Auril. Inside are many spells you have never heard of, poems to her honor, and a detailed list of requirements to resurrect her.
Burn that shit.
Can this book be destroyed?
Make an Arcana check. It can.
I would like to destroy this book.
You need to throw it in a volcano, I think, Mr. Elrond.
It is destroyed. Alas, as you make your detect magic and you see Glenn go up the northwestern wing towards the many dwarves frozen there. Alas, you feel a magical aura to the north, originating at the only door that is not yet opened.
I will reveal that to Alistair and Larry that can maybe open that door, if they can investigate properly. I feel like shit. I can't see straight.
Alistair and Erland went to the top to explore and are making their way up, so the only person to help would be Larry.
I will ask Larry to check the door, maybe.
You said
Be very
investigation?
careful.
Yes, you can make an investigation if you wish, Larry. Larry, it's a pretty simple door. A magical rune, many giant letters that you don't recognize, but you suspect that you could be able to open this door with one of the dismembered skeletal hands that you uncovered.
I will grab a hand.
As you-
And,
As you guys
yeah.
watch Larry pull up the skeletal hand and you bring it forward, Larry, do you press it against the door?
I do.
As you do so, the door is suddenly raised. And in front of you guys, the blinding light of this bright blue sword stabbed directly into the ground.
I would like to investigate before we touch it. And I would ask Larry to give me her opinion before we...
Can I do an arcana check on it?
Yes. Larry, you know that this is an incredibly bright and dangerous greatsword. Wielded in the wrong hands, Larry, you suspect it could be dangerous.
I don't know. I don't know if we should take it or not.
When you say
Kinda
dangerous, do you mean dangerous like in a good way or in a bad way?
Like, if someone were to take it, it probably could be world shattering. Similar to this whole situation we've just been through.
Do you mean take it will trigger it, or using it may bring disaster?
In the wrong hands.
Well, we have Glenn. He's got all the good hands in the world. I'll gently pick up the sword and put it in my stuff.
As you do
Backpack.
so, make me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm still resistant to cold.
Correct. As you touch the hand, Auril, and pick it up, you notice nothing.
See? It's all good. And I'm
Just
gonna
be
drag my
careful
feet.
with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna drag my feet to meet the rest of the pack.
Hello?
Hello?
Who goes there?
Veline? Is that
Hi.
Veline the orb?
Oh, can I hear it?
Only you can hear it, Auril.
Is it the orb?
It is
Is
not.
it Veline's voice?
Who are you?
My name is Auril. I'm a friend.
I am known as Dawnbringer.
Dawn is good. I like Dawn. I'm an elf.
That is unfortunate.
How so?
Well, I was only designed to be wielded by a dwarf. If you are holding me now, you have adopted the curse.
Well, I have a good answer and a bad answer. The good answer is I have the best dwarf friend in the world.
Well, whatever you do, don't put me down. I've been locked away for far too long. Tell me, what year is it?
I will tell you, it is the year. Please, DM, help me out on that one.
430.
430. The year where you are free and I would believe Auril is dead.
As she awaits her response, go ahead.
That's a good thing, I think, for you.
It is. But if you found me, Marthlamore is dead. Alistair. As Erlon goes to tend to his mother in the looting, you make your way atop the very highest point in all of Skallagrim. As you look out, in front of you, you see the rime depleting as the sunlight shines down. Alistair, as this happens and the fog retreats, you feel a warmth on your face that you haven't felt since your days on the Dawnstruck coast. Make me a perception check.
I will be adding Flash of Genius +4 to that.
As the fog depletes, the ship is intact, one piece. The whole of Oak withstood, and you even swear you see the kobolds going about their business that many distanced away. Looking about, green grass peeking, the light shining on your face. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alex killing the Frost Maiden.
Hey, Alex, if we didn't have Alex tonight, I don't know if that would have gone the same way.
Murking folks
That
left
was
and
very
right.
interesting.
Oh,
I feel like my roll 20 was broken. That was so
The-
many critical hits.
She broke the APIs with her
Alright,
crits.
I gotta head out.
The-
It's cold.
It is.
The only
But before you go, never mind goodbye. To all of you still remaining, I wanted to say thank you, and make sure to add 1 DM's inspiration to all of your sheets. We will come back next week to finish our journeys in Kilrendor.
So I don't has cheeseburger, I has downbreaker.